Greetings and salutations, listeners. Welcome to another fangtastic episode of Are You Wearing a Helmet? Joining me today in the Dungeon of Terror.
Oh my god.
Are we really doing this?
This is our inaugural Treehouse of Horrors.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if I'm just trying to set the mood here.
Yeah, it's setting the mood. I don't know if it's the right
Rick
one.
said, Are You Wearing a Helmet? Halloween special. Basement of Doom Part 1. Joining me today is...
Kenrao playing Waylon Stark.
Chris Card playing Sean McGinnis.
Eric Wisniewski playing Cam Press.
And as our special guest, joining us is...
Keith Allen. I'm going to be playing Theo Stevens.
Yay! All right.
And then Rick.
Rick Dubridge, Alan Henneman.
Okay. As you might notice, we have a guest, Keith, and we're also running something a little different for you today. Instead of our usual Pathfinder tomfoolery, we're switching over to something a little bit more in keeping with the season. I'll be running Dark Matter. It is a setting for the Alternity game system, which TSR put out in late 90s and then killed.
Yay!
It is a contemporary setting, very much like a X-Files type thing. So that's what we got.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, what are you doing? We're part of the Hoffman Institute or something, right?
Right. Well, you guys are all, as Chris so wonderfully, shaking.
Spoilers.
You guys find yourself in the Chicago branch of the Hoffman Institute, a private organization dedicated to the study and defense against paranormal activity. It is late April in Chicago. Winter seems to be clinging a bit still. It's cold, it's damp, there's random snow flurries occurring outside. You find yourselves all gathered in a comfortable office waiting to be introduced to Associate Director David Michaels. So as you sit around staring at your compatriots, some of you know each other, some of you don't. If you could please introduce yourselves and your characters and how they look, it would be appreciated.
Okay. Waylon Stark. The epitome of average. Average age, average height, average weight. Fairly, kind of guy who would just really go unnoticed anywhere.
How mundane.
Yes.
Sweet. Sean McGinnis is a fairly skinny redhead. He has Lemmy mutton chop. Think of like Sheamus maybe from WWE, some of that redhead. Likes to wear a pea coat, bowler hat. He's got some pants on just in case. You know,
Just in case, huh?
yeah, might need pants from time to time.
The best pants are no pants.
No pants dance. Woo!
Yeah, and Cam Price is always dressed in a nice, crisp suit. One that's cut preferably for getting out of sticky situations quickly.
In a press suit?
Yeah,
It's got Velcro straps.
tactical cut.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah.
the stripper cut. You can just tear it off the front. I'm out.
Theo Stevens. He's the epitome of average, pretty much like your character, Ken. Only
Outstanding.
he's dressed in an off-the-rack business suit. Seems a little down on his luck 9 times out of 10.
Are you the epitome of something too?
I'm the epitome of ignorance. I know less about this dark matter or whatever we're playing than I do about what we normally play. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna read from my sheet and be good today.
All right. Well, like everything else, you just say what you want to do, and we'll figure out how to do it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
My name is Alan Henneman. I am a human. My gender is M. My profession is tech hop. Yay.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, you really set the mood for
Oh,
us.
so as far
Kelly.
as my appearance, I look like Doctor Who, the David Tennant Doctor Who.
Good.
Yeah.
Because if you were the Matt Smith Doctor Who, I would punch you right in the mouth.
I'm not there yet. I'm still in the David Tennant
have to
seasons.
reach up for it.
Don't go any further.
Okay, that's what I've heard.
Just skip them.
I think I've got one more
What?
season. I'm on the
Cool.
4th season.
I like Smith.
Yeah, and it's got
Really?
Karen Gillian.
Ugh,
on it.
good night. Just not my. He's the bottom.
Yeah.
Bottom of the Who's.
So, as Rick ham-handedly segued into there. With the dark matter system, it's pretty easy. What we're doing is you roll a d20. On your character sheet, you have your skills. What you're trying to do is roll equal to or under the number on your skill. So if you have a 14, what you're trying to do is roll equal to or under 14. There's always a d20, and then there's different dice that modify it. A bonus is where you subtract from it, and a penalty is where you add to it. Now, built into it is also a graded success system, where, if, say, going back to the 14, if you have it, you have a 7. If you roll a 7 or below, it's good, which is a step up from just a basic success. Have it again, roll down, round down is a 3. If you roll 3 or lower, it is a critical success. And that is the bare bones of the system, and all we really pretty much need to get going.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, that's what.
Where's the coffee cup you're going to throw at my forehead now?
Just remember, it's the only system Eric and I do well in because of our inability to roll above a 10.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry,
should
I'll
do
roll high.
You should do
Oh.
good. The lower
Until
the roll, the
system
better.
demands it.
Yes!
Yeah, excellent.
Everything's coming up Dubridge.
Okay, so did you guys all sit and stare at the team average?
Blink.
The blink, blink. The receptionist motions you in and says, "Mr. Michaels, we'll see you now."
Yay!
You're led into a rather sparse office. There's a thin man in a prototypical black suit with a skinny black tie, sitting behind a desk drinking coffee and flicking around on his iPhone. He looks up. You see that there are 5 chairs arranged around the desk, and he has a monitor behind him. He goes, "Gentlemen, thanks for coming. We have a rather interesting case for you guys today. We've got some briefing packets here," and he hands out.
Ooh, gimme.
I
Yeah.
guess I can pass it down, huh? Mine!
Oh, it'd be so much better if this was called The Meadows.
Ooh,
Was there actually one for everybody?
Yeah.
Wow,
I got
what
a
a
paper
guy.
clip.
No expense
Wow.
spared for already wearing a helmet.
Can't wait for spending his paper clip
Ah,
on me.
these awesome
Little toy.
visuals are so great for the podcast audience.
Ooh. No, you make the ones that you
Hey,
Fine
put
for
at
me,
the end.
though.
When they
There's
file
plenty of
the
information.
It's bring up.
All right, gentlemen, if you peer to the top picture there, you will see it is a house called the Willows. You might have heard of it before. It's considered one of the most haunted houses in the continental United States. Now, a couple days ago, we had something interesting happen, and we'll get to it. I'm going to give you a rundown of the Willows and its history.
Uh-huh.
If you could turn to the creator of this wonderful house, Alistair Hagen, please.
So they'd be like the next page where it says Alistair P. Hagen.
You're a bright one.
I learned things.
Go put a gold star on your board.
Okay, we're there.
You earn enough of those, you get an ice cream.
All right. Alistair P. Hagen. He flips on the monitor.
Click.
Is an eye flick on the monitor?
Oh,
Ah, he's a devilishly handsome fellow.
Not too bad considering he was 54 when that picture was taken.
Really?
54
looks super
years
young.
old.
He's the epitome of young-looking old men.
Yeah, it's a rather dashing fellow in period dress for the listeners at home. Alistair Hagen was born February 2nd, 1842 in Boston, Massachusetts to Rebecca Hagen. Father was unknown. It's rumor, from what we can figure out, his mother had a rather poor reputation. It was actually called the Red Devil Woman. As to what happened to her after his birth, we don't know. She just kind of fades out of public record after about 10 years after he's born. Mr. Hagen enlisted in the United States Army due to the rising tensions between the North and South on June 23rd, 1860. Excuse me. Coffee. Served with distinction in the 28th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment, also known as the part of the Irish Brigade, rose to the rank of Ordnance Sergeant. He was wounded in Fredericksburg on December 13th, 1862. He was sent back to Boston for convalescence. It's believed he has met and befriended Reverend Michael Thomas of the Chapel of Contemplation, an organization that had a rather shady history. On March 23rd, he returns to active duty and is listed at fighting at Chancellorsville, Gettysburg, and Cold Harbor. The man went through meat grinders. He returns to Boston after an honorable discharge, June 14th, 1865, and becomes an active member of the Chapel of Contemplation. He begins investing in textile mills and canneries in Kingsport, Massachusetts, having been given a large loan by fellow congregation member Walter Corbett, also an individual that had a rather vile reputation. He is listed as a beneficiary in Walter Corbett's will August 3rd, 1866. He is later awarded patents on several labor-saving devices and improvements to roller printing machines of his own design. Boston Reader lists him as a millionaire in November 14th issue in 1871. He leaves Boston on a tour of Europe, March 23rd, 1874. We've lost track of his comings and goings. There appears to be no record of any ship passages that he took at that point in time, which is rather odd. He's listed as returning to the States April 20th, 1875. He purchases 423 acres of land from one Israel Hawthorne, located south of Hobbs End, a small town perhaps 15-16 miles southwest of Kingsport. On June 29th, 1875, he begins building a house that he designed himself. He calls the Willows, in reference to the 4 ancient willow trees that surround the estate. The house is completed in September of 1876. On February 2nd, 1879, he sells controlling interest in Hagen Mills and Colonial Fishing for $1.2 million in the period to New World Incorporated, along with all pertinent patents. Sometime in March of 1879, he imports 12 standing stones from somewhere in Europe. He has them erected at various points around the house. It causes a bit of a minor local sensation. Let me pull a picture up of one of these standing stones. It's an ancient rune stone. Its design and make is something that we're not 100% about, but it's something he put a great stress and importance on. This is a picture of one of them on the estate.
Why do they always have to be so phallic?
Well,
If you can think of a better way of doing Rolling Stones, I'd like to hear it.
Well,
that's a fair point.
Between June 3rd, 1879 and May 21st of 1882, he becomes entangled in a series of lawsuits over property lines with Patience Woolworth, a neighbor who also has a reputation for litigiousness. Woolworth claims in court that he sees strange lights and fires coming from Hagen's land and often hears chanting and what sounds like cannons being fired as well. Courts dismiss this as the ramblings of a crackpot, and Hagen, they find in Hagen's favor. He is listed as becoming engaged to Miss Eloise Mingott, born 1864, died in 1891, and we'll get to that, of New York, New York. June 1st, 1885. The couple is married at the Chapel of Contemplation on October 30th, 1885. Their first and only child, Edith Medea Hagen, is born September 4th, 1886. There exists exactly one picture of the lovely woman and her child. Let me pull that up for you. This was taken in 1890.
well, she's okay if the kid's a little weird looking.
Have they checked under the hat? It's rather large.
That is quite the top hat.
Maybe there's a tumor.
Now, this is where it gets interesting when Mr. Hagen earns the nickname Hellborn Hagen. Local constabulary is called to the Willows by the neighbor Patience Woolworth after he hears screams coming from the estate.
Dude's name is Patience. I thought it was a chick.
I did too.
Police arrive and find Mrs. Eloise Hagen tied to one of the standing stones, her heart having been removed from her chest. Police investigate the house and find Alistair Hagen robed in black and babbling in some incoherent language. During the attempt to apprehend Hagen, he managed to fatally stab Deputy Hollis Willett. Hagen is overpowered and arrested. Despite multiple searches of the property and the surrounding woods, Edith Hagen is never found. That would be the daughter.
The ugly one.
On April 30th, 1891. While awaiting trial, Hagen manages to escape. During the escape, he is shot and wounded. Police find him attempting to return to his house. It's said that as he lay dying, he begs the police to take him to his property to die. His offer is refused, and he dies within the sight of the Willows on August 22nd, 1891. It's from this event that the house gets its rather unsavory reputation. If you gentlemen would go to the next set of notes while I bring them up.
So the process of removing the heart was not a part of the unsavory reputation? I'm not following. This is... There's more?
After his death, yes.
Ooh.
We're going to go further into the history of the house, as it does, again, have its own reputation. Now, do you gentlemen have any questions so far?
Yeah, how did he join a unit in 1860 that wasn't formed until 1861?
He was transferred to it in 1861.
Yeah, there you go.
History.
You know, Dubridge, the guy that goes through watching a movie looking for, fact-checking errors.
Just to ruin it.
Do you take notes when you go to a theater?
Wrong! Wrong!
Well, you can be part of an army and then be transferred to the unit after it's forming, jerk off.
I love you too, Bomik.
Yeah, don't you know anything?
I miss these little talks.
So you go to the post-Hagen history of the house. January 20th, 1923, Timothy and Jessica Vaughn of Flat Plains, Texas, they'd come into some oil money, purchased the Willows from the state for the price of $13,450. Pardon me. On August 22nd, 1923, the bodies of Timothy and Jessica Vaughn are found after Timothy fails to show for work for over a period of a week. Also found are the remains of their Polish gardener, Piotr Walczewski. The bodies of both Timothy Vaughn and Peter Walczewski were hacked to bits and appear to have been fed to Jessica's prized Great Danes. Jessica's death had been ruled a suicide, as it appeared she had climbed to the top of the roof and flung herself from it. March 7th, 1930, the house is purchased by Matthew and Ann Dykeman for the price of $11,000. The couple began massive restorations and updates during the tenure of the Dykemans' ownership. On October 16, 1931, the estate's caretaker, one Mr. Robert August, discovers both Matthew and Ann Dykeman dead. Ann's cadaver is found to be hanging in the branches of one of the large willows the house derives its name from. The cause of death is ruled suicide, although the autopsy report is never issued. We've attempted to find it and it appears to vanish from the records. Matthew Dykeman is also found in the house's pool, his left eye gouged out and his throat torn open. The Dykeman's daughter, Alexandria, is never found. April 22nd to the 30th, 1962, an investigative team is assembled by Dr. Emmerich Matheson, Ph.D. of Psychology at Kingsport University, to study the Willows. Let me bring up a picture of him, too, so you can see him. That is Dr. Emmerich Matheson.
Nerd.
Pardon me while I smoke my pipe.
That would be the epitome of nerd.
The team consists of Dr. Alan Griswold, Ph.D. of Anthropology. This is Dr. Griswold.
Whoa. Getting better.
Bad hair day.
Dude's forehead is a mile long.
If he runs real fast, he starts getting air.
Also joining them is Mr. Hans Jones, electrical student at Kingsport University. This is Mr. Jones.
No, it isn't. I know who that is.
Jones.
Jones.
Sharp-looking lad.
Let's just call him Han.
And also, supposed psychic, Miss Florence Jackson, also a student at Kingsport. This is Miss Jackson.
I call her Miss Jackson because I'm nasty.
I was like 12.
She does look very Wednesday-ish.
22 when the picture was taken.
Just to keep everything above board.
Right.
Yeah.
At
I will feel
23:30
bad today.
At 20:32 hours, Mr. Jones enters the Hobbs End police station, claiming that Dr. Griswold had been killed and Miss Jackson was suffering from a psychological episode. Mr. Jones informed the police that Dr. Matheson had remained behind at the Willows. When police arrived, they discovered the cadaver of Dr. Griswold. Autopsy reports list cause of death as an animal attack. Dr. Matheson is never found and is listed as deceased after a 6-month investigation. Mr. Jones is later cleared of all wrongdoing. Mr. Jones later moves to Montana, where he changes his name to avoid the sensation that followed the case, where he lives on as a carpenter till he dies of a heart attack on July 12, 1999. Florence Jackson is institutionalized until her death by suicide February 2nd, 1965. She claimed that the ghost of Hagen had come to claim her. We've also managed to uncover one of the only things that was found at the house after that investigation. It's a reel-to-reel tape that Dr. Matheson had compiled. We have it here, and he pulls out his computer and sets up a MP3 file. We're going to play it for you. I would suggest that you listen to it and study it because it's rather interesting.
Sunday, April 22nd, 1962, 1:40 p.m. First entry. Emmerich Matheson, Doctor of Psychology, Kingsport University. It is with great excitement I begin the audio journal of my investigation of the infamous Willows House. It is the achievement of a lifetime, as I have desired to explore this mansion for as long as I can remember, fueled by my father's stories of hellbound Hagen. Joining me in this endeavor is Dr. Alan Griswold, Ph.D. of Archaeology, Hans Jones, student of electronics at Kingsport, and Miss Florence Jackson, a supposed sensitive. I believe I have assembled a worthy team and look forward to unraveling the mysteries that surround this grim estate. Monday, April 23rd, 1962, 8:23 p.m. Second entry. We have had little in the way of activity today, although that is to be expected. Dr. Griswold, however, has made an intriguing discovery. The Willows, as most know, are famed for the circle of standing stones that surround it. It's claimed that Alistair Hagen had them shipped from somewhere in Europe after his lengthy time spent in the continent, but no one has ever pinpointed their exact origins. After examining them up close, Dr. Griswold believes he might have an idea. Though much smaller in size, he says they very closely resemble a black pillar that can be found in the wilds of Hungary. Though Dr. Griswold himself hasn't seen the pillar, he's seen drawings of it, and he claims the likeness is uncanny. The stone has an evil reputation among the Hungarian peasants, who still whispers of the repulsive rites done in its shadows. Young Master Jones hasn't been idle either, having spent the day searching the house for radiation or electrical issues that would offer a rational explanation for the phenomena associated with it. So far he hasn't found anything, save for a curious spike in his readings this morning around 3 a.m. In fact, I'm starting to wonder if the reputation that surrounds this house has more to do with the man who built it than the place himself. Our stay has been comfortable, despite the house's age and years of abandonment. It still maintains a certain gravitas. Only Miss Jackson has displayed any sort of discomfort over the course of the day. She has confided to me that she feels like we've stumbled into the den of a sleeping lion, and that at some point it will wake up. I confess a degree of amusement at her imagery and the seriousness in her young face as she told me. Despite her claims of telepathy, she has struck me as a grounded individual, unlike some other applicants I interviewed. And I will admit her results in the test do point to her possessing certain abilities that I can't dismiss outright. Still, I wonder how much of her anxiety is brought upon by the environment as opposed to her so-called gifts. Tuesday, April 24th, 9:30 p.m., third entry. Only one thing of note to report. Sometime during the night, some of the photographic equipment we brought with us was destroyed. All parties were accounted for, and no one claims to have heard anything throughout the night. Hans has agreed to stay up and keep guard on the equipment as a precaution going forward. Thursday, April 26th, 11:23 a.m., fourth entry. It seems as though the Willows is finally waking up. Throughout all of last night, we were able to observe phenomena ranging from knocks, footsteps, and voices coming from nowhere. Miss Jackson attempted to make contact with whatever their sources were, but was unsuccessful. It did, however, seem to provoke something, as events seemed to increase in frequency afterwards. We attempted to capture this all on film, but the camera was torn from Hans's hand and flung across the room, where it exploded into bits. The boy is a bit shaken up about this, but I believe he's of sturdy enough stuff that he'll shake it off. Hans did manage to run another check while these events were unfolding, and he noticed a highly dense field of electromagnetic activity radiating from the basement. Once day had broken, we launched an investigation into the basement, but whatever the readings Hans took had leveled back to normalcy. Miss Jackson joined us only briefly before excusing herself, claiming the room made her ill. This is of interest as she has been able to inspect it without issue earlier in the week. Perhaps the people we call psychics are merely hypersensitive to various forms of radiation and electronic activity. It's an interesting theory. I'd like to further test it when we return to the college. Dr. Griswold, I'm afraid, got the worst of it. While examining a strange wall carving in the basement, he let out a sudden scream of pain. We checked his back and found 3 deep cuts gashed into his skin. Since the incident, he has taken to wearing a weird little amulet. For whatever reason, he refuses to explain what it is, only that it was a gift from his mentor, Professor Francis Morgan. I'm reluctant to press the issue, as Alan seems to be quite shaken from this incident. Saturday, April 28th, 5th entry, 11:49 p.m. I believe I will listen to this and laugh at myself for my earlier arrogant statements. Sleep has not been coming easy, if at all. The Willows now seem to take a sadistic delight in robbing us of rest. I haven't shared this with the others, but I've had my own incident. Last night, while nodding off, I was brought to full awareness by the sharp slap across my face. It was accompanied by the sound of a girl's laugh. I know the others are having their own issues, so I've decided to keep this to myself. We've scarcely seen Alan since his encounter in the basement. He's spent his time in his room poring over a book he retrieved in the Kingsport library. I checked in on him once, and he politely but firmly told me to leave. It appeared that he was in the middle of translating something, but I wasn't able to get a good look at his notebook. Miss Jackson seems to be falling into an increasing state of hysteria. We were all summoned to her room in the early hours of the morning by her frantic screams. Whatever it was she saw, she refuses to say, but she hasn't left Hans' side since then. After she left her chambers, I examined the room and found a strange, slime-like substance covering her bedding. It's clear and very viscous, giving off a rotting meat odor. I've collected a couple samples to send to the lab when we return, which I believe is going to be far sooner than we expected. As much as I hate to admit it, I believe the Willows has bested us. Monday, April 30th, 6th and final entry, 7:49 p.m. We should have left sooner. I shouldn't even be taking the time to record this, yet I feel myself compelled to, if for nothing else than as a warning to the others to avoid my folly. Hans is left with Florence. The house was too much for her. I should have seen that, rather than trying to rationalize everything. God forgive me for what I've put that poor girl through. And Alan's dead. We heard Miss Jackson screaming again roughly 3 a.m. this morning. Hans was sleeping just outside her dorm. She seemed to take a degree of comfort from that. Alan and I found him trying to shoulder the door down. Inside we heard her screams, which turned to laughter. The door opened and Florence, Miss Jackson, was standing in the middle of her room, gnawing her wrists. She looked up at us and began to speak to us in a voice I couldn't believe came from a human's mouth. I could catch bits of it, Latin mixed with something else. She lunged at Alan, ripped the medallion from his neck, and hurled it out the open window before anyone could act. She then began to bite him. Hans and I were barely able to get her off Alan. We managed to get her tied to a chair. How we did so, I haven't a clue, as I've never felt such strength in all my days. I rushed to my room to retrieve medical supplies. I returned to bandage up Alan and administer 300 cc's of Thorazine to Miss Jackson. Alan refused to wait for me to accompany him back to his room. He claimed to have the answers in his notes and that he believed he knew how to end this madness. As Hans and I waited for Florence to calm down, we heard this terrible roar coming from down the hall, down where Alan's room was. I rushed to it, but I wish I hadn't. I found Alan, or rather, what was left of him. He had been torn to bits. That slime I had found in Florence's room was everywhere, along with that smell. That damn smell. I confess, that's all I remember, as I blacked out soon after. Hans found me and dragged me out of the room. After I regained consciousness, we agreed he would take Florence out of the house and go alert the police in town. I resolved to stay despite his protests to the contrary. Alan said he knew how to resolve this and that his answers lay in the notes. I'm the one who provoked these forces, and I feel it's my responsibility to put them to rest. After they left, I forced myself back into the slaughterhouse that's been Alan's room. I gathered the notes and the strange book he had with him. They sit before me on this table. I hope to...
So there you go, gentlemen. It's a little bit of the history now. Let's bring you up to modern days. 4 days ago, April 19th, 2016, Jacob Reynolds and his girlfriend, Raina Jeske, broke into the Willows. Body of Jacob Reynolds is found by the Willows caretaker, one Charles August, on the morning of April 20th in the downstairs library. Autopsy reveals that his upper cranium was missing, along with the heart, liver, and parts of the stomach and brain. The body is covered in severe lacerations and several wounds consistent with self-defense. Expersion in the report is mention of a handprint found on his body, measuring 17.4 inches across and containing 2 separate thumb markings. There was also found a strange viscous liquid covering his body. Raina Jeske's whereabouts remain unknown. That is where you gentlemen come in. It's our belief that whatever was in this house has been woken back up by these two morons breaking in to steal copper. We have a chance to come in and investigate it and find out what's going on. Hopefully find what happened to Miss Jeske. We've been given clearance to do so. I have, shall we say, stretched truth IDs prepared for all of you, along with burner identities. We have equipment packages set up for you. And plane tickets to Massachusetts. I hear it's lovely this time of year.
When they found that recording, did they find any of those, the notes that were referred to?
They appear to be missing.
Sweet.
And the book.
That as well.
Now,
So it was never returned to the library?
No. Records show
Oh,
that
goofies.
Dr. Griswold had checked out from the private collection one Unsprechens in Kulten by von Junst.
Cool.
Do we know anything about Alan Griswold's mentor, Francis Morgan? The recordings mentioned that Griswold had a medallion of some kind on his person that he believed helped.
His mentor was a doctor of anthropology, passed away in 1960, I believe. Bounced from colleges to colleges up in Massachusetts. Made some pretty spectacular claims about the paranormal and supernatural, which made him, shall we say, unpopular in certain academic sectors. As far as the medallion, I have no idea.
Okay.
now, what age is Miss Jeske?
She is 23.
Aha. And the young daughter of our aforementioned Mr. Hagen.
Significantly younger than that. She was, I believe, well, do the math.
Uh-huh. All right.
But the house has a history of younger ladies going missing in it, from the sounds of it. So
That's
what we
a
get.
very sterling observation, yes.
I was a trained investigator.
Good. Good
See,
to know our
I'm
money.
not the only jerk at the table.
Well, time's a wasting. Give me my stuff.
All right, gentlemen. Plane leaves in 2 hours. There's a cab waiting for you. Go downstairs. You'll get your packets, and you're ready to go.
Can we expect any support from the local authorities, or are they just going to leave us alone?
You're going to be left alone.
Excellent.
What is our equipment? I mean, are we going to have, like, recording devices? Like...
Correct. We have a whole suite of recording. We have 6 thermal cameras. We have a FLIR system, which is a heat detecting camera. Your tech junkie, Mr. Henneman here, has been given everything that you're going to need. You'll be issued your standard multi-spectrum cameras. Your security detail, Mr. Wayland Stark, will be given specialized bullets. Please be careful with them as they're highly expensive. You're only going to be given one clip. They're out of a fabricated metal that exists in multiple dimensions at once, so in case you do run across anything spectral, you'll be able to have a fighting chance.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Now, I take it that this chapel of contemplation no longer exists.
It was raided in Boston in 1912. All police records as to the wheres and whys have strangely come up missing. The building was leveled, and what was left of it after it had been gutted out during the raid and the fire. The derelict was bulldozed, and I believe there's now a Jiffy Lube standing there.
Do we, that chapel, do they have any kind of holy symbol or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of. Like I said, most records of it are very sketchy. The place had an evil reputation. Most people that were associated with it was a spiritualist movement in the late 1800s. They worshipped strange esoteric beings they claimed dwelt behind the stars.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm feeling pretty sated. I think we got a plane flight that we can yap amongst ourselves with other types of things and so on. But yeah.
When you get to the site, we've provided a van for you with all the video equipment, so you're not taking it on the flight. But you'll be given your basic equipment now. You'll be cleared as CDC agents. Just use your names. Your identities will exist for 5 days and then magically vanish. Please don't take too much advantage of this.
I feel like that was directed at someone.
Any other further questions, gentlemen?
Let's roll.
I don't believe so.
Good luck.
Seems as if we're going to need it. Did anyone else hear the beast? Or
Yeah.
sounds on that
Well, my thought is
recording?
we don't really need to stay at the Willows. I don't have any intention of, sleeping there. I mean, we can investigate.
Can you put us up at the local
then-
Super 8?
Yeah, and then...
Oh, no, gentlemen, you'll be staying at site. We want a full 24-hour investigation of it.
And you're only giving us one magazine of magic bullets?
That's all that exists. Sorry. If you want to provide extra dimensional bullets,
Touche,
feel
sir.
free.
Touche.
Man,
I wasn't quite ready for the amount of sass.
David's kind of smurfy today.
He went from like Ben Stein's stunt double to sass.
I'll make sure I bring a tent
Yeah.
so I
Camper.
can hang out.
Camper.
Yeah, outside the Ring of Stones.
I got a nice Airstream. We can pick it up, drive it over there.
Or we can just vandalize one of the stones and smash it up.
We don't
Alright.
really know what the stones are doing.
I
per
know
se,
enough to
though.
be dangerous about the occult,
So you're let out of the office.
so we'll let it out into the world at large. Won't be contained there anymore.
No, you go through the airport. You're huddled past Department of Homeland Security. Without even being scanned or everything, you get glared at by the line of people at O'Hare.
Fast pass.
Yeah.
Know your place, peasants.
Suck it!
You're given first class seating.
Naturally.
Yeah. Flight takes not too long. You arrive as the sun sets. You have a Econoline waiting for you, packed with gear. First class, and then you get it's like a big van. One of those big moving boat vans. It has. It can serve as a mobile tech center if you need to. Mr. Henneman, there are, like I said, 6 thermal cameras. Or IR cameras, I'm sorry. Then there's a handheld thermal camera, which turns you into a portable predator. You're given night vision goggles, as well as 5 different handheld recording devices if you so need them.
So everybody pile into the free candy van and let's move on.
GPS is set for Hobbs End. You bumble through Kingsport, which is a fairly large port town. Soon the roads start getting a little bit more choppy. 2 lanes, doesn't look like it's been blacktopped in a while. You drive through Hobbs End, which is a post office, a general store.
And a Jiffy Lube.
And,
No, that was in Boston.
and
Uh,
Yeah.
It's got to have at least one bar.
He does have a bar. A
You
post
want-
office and like a feeding sneeze.
Is this
feeding
the
seat.
is this the closest town to?
Yes.
Do we want to
Make a pit stop.
kind of hang here? Maybe get some of the local lore if there is any.
But we have 5 days total before our burner identities are just gone.
It's nighttime. Not gonna be doing a whole lot. I don't feel like going in and setting up in the middle of friggin' night. So maybe we could stay here this evening.
He didn't say which 20. Well, we
How
have 5
far?
days.
How far from it is Hobbs End?
About 8 miles.
Yeah. So I mean, 8 miles. We can
Yeah.
do that quick in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yep.
Let's stay here this evening. Maybe get a few drinks with some of the locals.
See if
Get them lubed up and see if we can hear anything that wasn't on the reports.
Yeah, there's a bar there. It's called Marge's.
Marges?
Yes.
Large Marge?
No.
Oh.
She's quite petite.
Oh.
You know, one thing we didn't ask is there's a big gap from when stuff was happening. We've got a gap from 1931 to 1962 until now with nothing going on.
Well,
just
yeah,
seemed to
there was
remain
nobody
unoccupied.
there.
Yeah, but we can ask the locals if
And
there
that's,
was
yeah,
anything.
that's exactly. This
I mean,
is
if
where
you-
we're going to start to get.
If you've got a house sitting vacant from the 60s until now, I'm guessing there's not going to be much of that house left. So,
Well, there is a caretaker.
There is a caretaker.
okay. So I guess I should pay
So,
attention
yeah,
when
it'll
Vomit
still
is giving
be-
flavor text.
It'll still, I mean, it'll still be there, but yeah, it's probably going to be fairly run down, I would assume. If it isn't, that might bring up other questions.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise this house would have been turned into a meth den a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
But I feel staying to Hobbs End tonight is
Bless you.
the best plan.
Gesundheit.
Thanks.
Yeah, so there is like a local 24/7 hotel. So the Paradise Lounge.
Aren't most hotels 24/7?
Ooh, boy.
I mean, it's not like they kick you out at 2 in the morning. So you can
Are
come
some
back
of
at
them
6.
open? Like you're just gonna throw money in a can and then go to the hobo room?
You ring the bell,
Sleep on the porch.
they show up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's stop in
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry. You're also given a per diem of, well, I guess it would be a per diem. It's like a slush fund of $6,000 to cover any expenses.
Let's stop in here, get ourselves 2 rooms.
We do have $6,000. We can afford it.
Living large.
Then see what.
Because Hobbs End is a crossroads.
Well, yeah, it's supply and demand. And I'm going to assume that, I mean, especially in nowadays, something that's a huge haunted house it's an attraction, really. So I would assume that maybe some of the locals will be a little more
Oh, yeah.
vocal.
There's
So
gonna be-
let's get ourselves a couple of rooms and then walk over to the local drinking establishment.
See, that makes sense. It's going to be legend. There hasn't been atrocity after
Yeah,
atrocity
exactly.
for the last 50 years, so this is going to be all legend. So
Yeah,
I think
aside
you're
from
right.
aside from the 2 kids getting ripped up there a week ago.
Yeah, but they're thieves. Nobody cares.
Exactly. Well, again, that it's. I'm assuming. Well, we'll find out. But I'm thinking we should be able to fill in maybe some of the gaps.
I think you're right.
And every small town usually has that history guy that's like, oh, this is when the town was founded. This is everything that's happened.
Yeah, and we can talk to Lightning Rod Willie.
It's usually the mailman, right?
Yeah, the guy who gets drunked up and starts telling all the times he got abducted by aliens.
Hey, how'd you know what my retirement plan is?
Buy him a drink. He'll tell you how he was abducted by aliens.
Okay, so you got a couple hotel rooms.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yeah, Marge is right across the street. You walk in, it's a typical, country bar. They're playing Rascal Flatts.
Hey, we fit right in.
You walk in, there's
The record scratches.
Everyone
looks.
They all turn at the same time.
no, there's only like a couple people in there. There's a guy in like a trucker's hat and flannel sitting at the bar, and there's a guy. They're watching. It's April, so yeah, they're watching the Red Sox play the Blue Jays.
At the bar.
Yep.
Must be late, April.
That's saddle up to the bar.
Red Sox aren't playing anybody right now.
Order a drink.
Yeah, the Tigers.
Shut up.
What can I do for you?
Can I get a drink, please?
Well, what?
Whatever you got on tap. Give me a mug of whatever you got on tap.
Okay. Well, he throws you Sam Adams.
Excellent.
What's that? Natty Boo? What's the name of that beer everyone drinks in New England? Natty something?
That one that there's that one from Jaws. I can't
Lobster ale.
No, Narragansett?
remember. Yeah, narcotic. Yeah,
There's a slang word for it too, and I forget what it is.
yeah, it was
Gross.
it was in Jaws. It's one that like because they use that as one of their logos is Quint crushing the can.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, Naugasat or something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You fellas from out of town, huh? Well, hope you don't know why you're in Hobbs End, but have fun.
Well, it's the closest place to the Willows.
Oh, good segue.
There's no reason to beat around the bush
Let me
here.
just
be
tip
direct.
No, I was
my hat.
I was being sincere.
He slides you your drinks and goes to the other end and pretends to be doing something.
Oh man. So there goes that
One of
theory.
those type of things.
Yeah.
Oh, there's somebody here willing to talk.
So now we're gonna have to beat it out of him.
So
No, we start buying rounds.
Start looking around for the most local of locals.
Like I said, there's a guy at the trucker's hat, and there's an old guy over there playing darts in the corner.
No,
Anybody
Let's
go
go
to dart
talk to
game?
the old guy.
I'll challenge. So we want to hit up the trucker cap. I'll go see challenge the fella to a friendly game of darts.
Okay, Chris, give me an interaction charm roll.
Oh,
All right, that's
Well.
on here somewhere.
you enjoy that.
What is it under? What skill is it under?
Interaction.
Interaction is a skill?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Doing interaction. What? I'm sorry.
Charm.
Sure.
Charm.
Do you have it?
Nope. It's not even on here.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You can use your.
Where am I looking? Oh, it's a personalities thing. I'm looking under interaction.
Yes, which is under personality.
I asked what it was under, and you said
That's in skills. Intelligence
Shut up.
skills.
it was under interaction. Yeah, shut up. I got you. No, I do not.
Okay, so roll a d6 with it and add it to your roll.
D6.
Woo!
20.
He,
We don't take care.
yeah. Is that total? Or did you roll a 20?
That was my total.
Oh, okay. As you walk over, he just kind of goes over, grabs the darts, puts them in a little case, and harumphs and walks out of the bar. Doesn't even want to talk to you.
You in it for a challenge, bro? Well, who else can I scare out of this bar?
Why don't?
Marge is gonna be peeved.
Yeah, I'm
Wisniewski.
Yeah. So we've got what? One other old guy in here.
Yeah,
He
he's
was a
kind
trucker
of
cat.
eyeballing
What's he drinking?
whiskey.
Oh, that's a good choice. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I'll be getting a whiskey. Because that bartender is probably not going to want to serve one.
Well, that was me.
That's all right.
I'm alone at the dartboard
I'm
now.
associated with you now, unfortunately. So, I will pull the flask from my pocket, as I will not be served. I'm going to go over and sit next to the old man.
And now they lose their liquor license because someone brought in booze.
That's what I was just thinking.
He looks over at you and goes,
Man, they hate us.
looks over at you and goes, I think you boys are in the wrong bar. There's a fancy lad bar down the road in Kingsport.
I know, but it's so much
Gotta
further
hate them
away,
fancy
and
lads.
I've come such a long distance already.
So you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. You get charm?
Oh yeah.
All right, give me a roll at a D8 penalty.
Oh man. D8 penalty. 14, which still puts me at one below my success threshold.
Okay. Kind of looks at you and goes, what?
Oh, well,
You boys coming here flapping your gums about the Willows. Kind of odd.
yeah.
Odd timing, what with those... That one fella getting torn up pretty good.
Yes, an unfortunate circumstance as that happened to be a nephew of mine.
You don't look Hispanic.
Well,
By marriage.
what can I say? My sister did get around a little bit in her younger years. a family
Oh, jeez, you just called his sister a Smurf.
family disgrace, but you can tell that I'm quite a long way from home. I was fortunately I was hoping the North would be a little bit more understanding as to some of those things, but you understand a matter of family is something that must be investigated.
See, that sucks. He was a local boy. Knew his mom and his pa. Good, hard-working people.
The South will rise again. Yankee jet.
So,
Seems as if, well, it seems as if that you,
as my father said, sometimes you can smell a fart in the wind, and that's kind of what I'm getting from you, boy.
Is this company we work for like super secret? Or
Yes.
can we just come out and say, hey, we work for
Well, we have
Hoffman
fake
Institute."
credentials.
Our credentials are for the CDC. Maybe you should work with that
There we
a little
go.
bit, you ding dong.
my
I'm a Fed.
Flaming Smurf.
yeah, my apologies. Sometimes I find to get a little bit more in with the locals if I talk about a family member.
Oh, so you prefer to lie rather than just come out with the truth.
I was gonna go to the
I'm just
CDC
gonna go
route
over
hunting
and
for
show
the
I
my
slip
badge.
the
One at a time.
I pull the badge from underneath the from my pocket.
Government boy.
Upside down.
Don't cotton much with government.
I didn't figure.
I prefer not to be tread upon.
It's a Womack NPC.
Awesome.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, well, let's fast forward to tomorrow. I'm
See?
not going to do
You get
anything
nothing.
outside.
This is why I don't
We're
talk.
done.
This is why
yeah, why
I
did
choke
we?
them out,
Why
call
did we
them
go
up,
to this
tie 'em up,
bar?
and pull their
And why did you
toenails out.
open your mouth to begin with?
What?
I just want to. Yes. What?
I'm talking about the Willows. There was just a couple of deaths there. We're CDC members. I was gonna.
Oh,
talk
there's
about-
only been deaths there for a couple, a century or so.
Yeah,
can't
the
be an
latest
evil
one-
reputation attached.
What happened prior to that week? It was 50 years.
Oh man, it's only been 50 years since a gruesome supernatural murder here. Oh,
You're not
You go-
seeing where I'm going, dipstick.
He shakes his head and, he pulls out his wallet. Goes, here you go, Fred. And he goes, oh, same time next week, Mr. August? You betcha. He gets up to leave.
Mr. August, we have your bill for my associates.
What? You think I can't pay my own bill?
No, but you were wronged by my associate when he lied to you, and I don't hold truck with that, really.
all right.
We don't like him either.
Just go head back to the pet cemetery and be happy.
Ground's gone sour.
Now, why don't you just make this in Maine?
Give me let's see, intuition awareness roll, please, someone.
Intuition. Sweet.
Any penalty on that one?
I can't find anything on this.
It's under wills. Yes, there is a
Awareness.
Hold on, I got it.
1-step penalty.
One step.
D4. Yep.
So 4 total.
Nice. If you remember the caretaker's name,
3!
if you remember the caretaker's name, it was Charles August.
Okay. And the caretaker, if I remember correctly, let me look through my note, he was found dead as well?
No, he's the one who found
He
the
found
body.
the death.
Oh, that's right. Mr. August, was it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to be the caretaker at the Willows, would you?
So what if I am? Been poked and prodded by you government people over that poor boy's death. You can't just leave me alone. Let me finish my whiskey and shamble back to my lonely shack where I can prize my poetry based upon the sea.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Sir, we're not here to cause you any trouble. It's just
just go
we're
to the
investigating the incident through another angle. We at the Center of Disease Control have noticed there's a lot of strange happenings going on up there, so we're going to investigate a more biological aspect of it. Can you tell us anything that you've seen odd going on up there?
Seen plenty of weird things up there, but ain't for talking here. What? Yeah, my typical Yankee reticence won't let me go into further detail.
Wow!
I'm just kidding.
He just got splintered off there for a second.
It's a whiskey.
You're having a stroke.
It doesn't matter.
That's happy good whiskey.
His Tourette's kicked in for a second, and he just rambled.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of weird things. My father saw plenty of weird things, and my great-grandfather. We all were caretakers up there.
Oh. All right. Well, I would love to sit down and interview you if I could get a moment of your time.
Joints are aching. That I suppose. What do you want to know, boy?
Show him to a seat and...
I don't need your help. Capable of my own.
Oh
No,
my
he meant-
God.
he
Can
meant
we
he's
just go
gonna-
to the Willows tonight.
He
Get
meant,
this over with.
he meant he's going to pull his seat out, you know,
Yeah,
As you're
for the
sitting down.
lady.
That's what you want to know, boy.
you said that you've seen plenty of strange things going on at the...
Lights, noises, that sort of thing. I don't usually go in after dark. That's when most of the bad things happen. If you go during the day, it's pretty quiet. Don't poke it. It won't poke back.
Mostly.
When you say it, sir, what are you referencing?
The house.
The house itself, you say?
Yeah. See, not known by many people, but house has been around as long as that old girl was. Gets its own personality. Lots of bad things happen there, and it influences it. Take a dog and raise it and beat it, you get a nasty dog. Same thing with this house.
You sound like Toll Booth Willie
Somebody
crossed
was-
with Hannibal Lecter.
Somebody was beating the house?
Well, this recent incident, could you go ahead and recount where you found the body at?
He was in the kitchen. Came in there to usually clean. Go through the house once a week, give it a good cleaning. Saw a broken window, went there, and there he was. Looked like a dog got him, tore him to bits.
So you only go to the Willows once a week, then?
No, I'm there every day, but I only do the inside stuff about once a week.
Okay.
Jeez.
Has this house does this house have a history of break-ins or anything like that?
No, most people around here are smart enough not to poking in there.
So he's a local kid. Why was he breaking in there then if everyone's so scared of the Willows?
Who pays the caretaker?
There's a fund set up by Mr. Hagen himself. You just get paid with the interest from it.
So Hagen, although he didn't own the property, it was sold, you know, by the state to these other folks. That still pays for the caretaking.
Yeah, all his assets were seized, I guess, and there was a trust fund set up, and they just decided to let us keep it. I don't understand it. I just get the check.
Okay.
Sounds like Social Security.
I'm old. Give me. Well, if there's anything else, I guess there's some guys coming in to stay at the house tomorrow. I'm going to go let them in, give them the keys.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, well, I should have just said that in the first place. Would have saved me a lot of time talking with your dandy friends there.
Yeah,
the
Yes,
liar.
yes.
That was the next sentence out of my mouth until the bartender walked away.
It's been such a wonderful conversation, too. Now, if you would please.
My
So,
great-great-grand-
secondary mission, murder the caretaker. Make it look like an accident. Oh, he was taken by a dog.
Oh, yeah, that's what we could do. Just tear him to pieces and put him in the house.
Ding.
Now, he isn't the only one. We've had some people go poking and prodding in there. They vanish. It hadn't just been what you hear about. Some of this stuff just never makes the news.
So the people that go in there are undesirables, or why didn't people report it?
It did, but see, we had a fancy lad like your boy down there.
You mean the liar?
Yeah.
He tears my soul out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't recall asking about your life story.
What?
Said,
God, we make 2 steps of progress, and Houlihan here takes 4 steps backwards.
Welcome to our games.
But no, we had some fancy pants man that thought he was going to turn this town into a tourist attraction, so he had that stuff kind of put under the rug, so to speak. Now I'm starting to sound like Katharine Hepburn. You old poop.
But you're saying this isn't an isolated incident. There have
No,
been
we've had a few.
disappearances, at least, in the house before.
Correct.
How old's this guy?
Late 50s.
Can we have our keys now, or does he?
Yeah, he hands them over.
Sweet.
There you go. I would recommend going in the morning.
That was the plan. Thank you, sir.
You ever been there at night?
I try not to. Father
Wait.
told me it's a bad idea.
Doesn't really answer my question.
I don't know.
Okay.
I've been there when the sun sets and heard some weird things, smelled some weird smells. that sort of thing, enough to tell me I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible.
So, why are you saying stay out of there at night then? Just what you've heard right there,
I'm
or
just
there's other things there too?
Father used to had some stories he wouldn't go into about the house at night. I guess it gets rather rambunctious.
You mentioned the smell, sir. What kind of smell? What would you say it smelled like?
Worse than your friend's lies.
A smelly smell. That kind of
That's
smells smelly.
Quite the terrible smell, then.
Oh man.
Would you equate it to
wouldn't,
rotten
wouldn't you?
eggs or garbage or something of that nature?
Like someone took a cut of prime rib and left it out in the sun for about 3 weeks. That type of smell. Rotten meat. Yeah, there's a bit of a sulfur after flavor to it, I'd imagine, but...
And just out of curiosity, sir, have you found any strange substances in the house, as it were? Like I said, we're looking into a more
Give
biological
me a interaction interview
interview.
at a 3-step penalty.
I actually have interview, but
So D8 penalty. That's a 3 total, so a amazing success.
yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
You mean the slime? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Sometimes I find it in the kitchen, by the pool, on the door to the basement. I don't go down there.
You say you don't go into the basement. Why wouldn't you go into the basement, sir?
He clams up.
Understandable.
So I've got my grow lamps.
I've heard enough. I'm going to bed.
Well, sir, thank you for your time.
See you out there in the
We
morning.
appreciate you.
Yep. Just nods at you.
All right.
Nods at all three.
Yep.
Shall we call it a night?
I already did.
All right. I'm going to follow Chris's example. Halfway through the interview, he just stands up. He's like, I'm done here, and leaves.
Yeah. So you go back to the hotel room next morning. The Willows, it's kind of off the GPS. You've got like a map that takes you there. There's a long winding driveway. Probably the driveway itself is probably about a half a mile. You see there's like a stone wall, like a field stone wall, that looks like at one time it had like gargoyles. They've been broken.
Is there a volcanic glass rock and that has no reason to be in the middle of a field?
Yeah, New England field.
Yeah.
what to nail?
Nope. Darn it! That's in Buxton. This is Hobbs End.
You dummy. Sorry.
And that's in Maine. This is Massachusetts.
Meh.
You can see that there's like graffiti painted on the walls, like pentagrams, 666. Ralphie was here, that sort of thing.
Good job, caretaker.
You just
Apparently-
make sure the grass is cut.
Apparently the interest doesn't pay for paint.
The driveway winds up. You see that. You can see the house from here. It's on like a promontory. On either side of the driveway are 2 gigantic willows, massive, probably about a good 120 feet tall each.
A willow tree?
Holy.
Yeah.
That is.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
is a massive willow tree.
Freakishly large.
Yeah. That's nuts.
You see that they've actually become like intertwined, almost like they're choking the lives out of each other.
Cool.
Looming up on top of the hill is a Victorian
saying?
mansion that you.
What were you saying about chainsaws earlier? Yeah.
I didn't say anything about chainsaws. Look, I do not want these
Not
trees
during the
coming
game.
alive. And
I've seen Evil Dead.
yeah.
I'll fight some treants.
As you pull up, Wisniewski, you almost feel like I know. You feel almost like a flash
How do you feel a flash?
of terror overtake you, as if you've just been someone throwing like cold water in your face as you were asleep. That sudden shock is what you feel, but then it passes.
Oh, wonderful.
Are you, oh yeah, you are. You're sensitive, ain't you?
Oh, yes, and as soon as I heard about all of the wonderful goings on here, I just was ready and rearing to go.
Sounds like Bob's gonna go lay the law down.
Yeah,
I'll mess with Bob,
Got
man.
some
Hey,
bunch of Smurfing kids up there
and now that
running around.
Bob's not
Charging
here.
around.
Hey, Bob, I love you.
Yeah.
You did such a good job.
Yeah,
when
let's
you hear
all
this
thank Bob.
later, I appreciate everything you do, buddy.
We really should. I mean, I want to do something nice for the guy. I mean, he puts up with us.
No pay, just sits in here and listens to our crap.
I know.
Other people have to click a button. He just has to sit there. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he does
He's
it.
got no choice. Other than not showing
I
up.
think Rob's got some leverage over him. Got him.
Yeah.
There's some blackmail going on.
Pictures or something out there.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, Bob, I like you, but if you don't do the podcast, click. At some point in time, he's just going to wrap his mouth around the barrel and go, yup. Just get me away from those jackasses.
Do what needs to be done.
You go up the
let's
driveway.
make way up there.
The lawn and everything's well maintained. You can see in the. It looks like a window's been covered up with cardboard off to the side there on the wraparound porch.
Okay. Obviously, that's when it got broke. We can assume. All right. Well, let's go on up, get set up,
Time of day
carting
is it?
stuff in.
Early in the morning, like 8 a.m.
Should we make just a quick list of things we want to get done? I'd like to go check out the standing stones
Yeah.
while it's still daylight outside.
Well, I figure Techie Boy here can start rigging up
Setting
some of
the
this
equipment
stuff.
up. Yep,
Specifically where we have had slime sightings in the kitchen, and pool area, whatever.
So our ultimate goal here is just to figure out what's going on and take care of it.
I think investigate. I mean, I don't know about take care of it,
The
but
missing girl.
that would
They're
be
missing-
icing on the cake, but I
Yeah.
don't think that was necessarily
Okay.
Hoffman
But over-
Institute's.
I mean, or
yeah, over time, there's at least 3 of them that are missing.
we've got to have a directive. The Hoffman Institute says, "Go do this." What's our?
investigate
Is
the
it
house.
just to make
did
the
they
house
say?
safe? Because if
They
that's the
said
case,
just-
we can
they
just
said
burn
just-
it down.
Go check it out.
No, you're supposed to find out what's causing it, if it's going to be a threat locally, and
Oh.
if you can find the girl, great.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go. So,
So
Can't
can't burn
everything
down
set
the
up?
house.
I guess I wouldn't mind going and take a look at the stones either, but again, I'd not, aside from looking at it going, cool, there's much I can be able to,
You do have a cold.
huh?
You do have a cold.
Well, yes, but I'll see it and I'll roll it and then I'll do it at that time. Because I would like to go see the Fella stones.
Okay, so
Setting up my equipment.
okay.
I'm going to go look for the stones.
Think I'm going to join in on the stones there.
I'm pretty sure I just said I was going to do stones.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna
Not
take a
going
look around
along with
the perimeter of the house, the grounds, kind of look for like possible points of entry.
Well,
and
let's-
all that kind of.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
pair
not
off
do
there.
anybody, let's not do anything alone.
It's during the middle of the day.
So,
Horror movie 101.
So he's setting up
let's-
his equipment. You guys
Inside.
go check out the stones. Yeah.
right,
as the
and then
sun's
you were
up,
going
we're
to be, so
good.
he's going to be by himself.
Well, I'll be right
Setting
around the
stuff
house
up.
though. I'm just gonna take a.
I'll be right there. And I mean, I've got the magic bullets. Okay.
The rest of you? Nah, you're done.
Yeah, so I think that's the plan. And then, of course, I mean, it shouldn't take all that long. We'll probably be back before he's done setting everything up, because it takes a little bit of time to do that.
Right.
Running cords,
Right.
put adapters in, because
Well, I can do some
none
of
of the
that.
outlets out here are grounded. You know that.
Well, if he's going around the house, then I'll join you. I mean, I at least know a little bit about entering areas that aren't meant to be entered.
Yeah. You take the sensitive fella. I'll take the newbie, and we'll go check out the big phallic stones.
And he can regale you about how the South will rise again.
You'll love it.
The lost cause.
I've already heard that conversation a few times. You'll enjoy the crap out of it.
The rookie here will flip out his notebook and like, what can you tell me, boss?
Shut up.
Okay, for the guys,
My first piece of advice. Close your mouth.
Stop talking.
he just. I was babysitting my niece when she was about 3, and she was watching television, and she said something to me, and I couldn't understand what she had said. And so I'm like, I'm sorry, Adrian, I didn't get what she said. She got kind of exasperated, and she repeated. I couldn't understand because it had that kid voice. And so I said, I'm sorry, honey, I don't understand what she said. She actually walked over to me and put her little finger under my chin and pushed up and said, just be quiet then.
She learned that from somebody.
Yeah. I did a coin trick for her, and she goes, she's 5, and she goes, it's in your other hand. It never left your hand. This is a horrible magic trick, and you shouldn't do magic tricks.
Well, she wasn't wrong.
Better than you.
Calmer than you
True. So is everyone who ever tries, because I don't.
You go and examine the stones. You can see that it's set up around the perimeter of the estate, probably half a mile circle around it. There are 12 of them. They're made out of a strange black stone. It has weird carvings into it, like strange lines put into it. If anyone has geology,
Nope.
it almost looks like onyx, but it's even smoother than that. It's almost like a glass texture, even more so than onyx. Or obsidian, rather, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, Mr. Occult Investigator there, do you recognize any of the carvings?
Mm.
Give me an occult roll at a 2-step penalty, so it'd be D6.
7, which would be for a call, not quite amazing, but success.
It almost looks... You've seen similar drawings involved in European witch cults, pre-Christian witch cults, but something like this looks far older, and you would guess the stone is it predates any sort of, definitely the Romans, that sort of thing.
This stone is super pagan.
Not just a little.
Well, there were several, like, was there 4 of them?
12.
12? Yeah, there's like ring. So yeah, I think it making a circle and checking each one out.
And, it's
see
kind
if
of...
they're the same
Yeah,
design.
they're
or
all the
like
same.
that.
They're almost creepily identical.
Okay.
Just for... And also, too, it's kind of weird because they've been sitting out here middle of Massachusetts for,
Right.
almost 100 years. Well, actually, over 100 years. And there's not any sort of weathering. There's no markups. There's not even moss growing on them. They're completely smooth.
I'm gonna see if I can take a sample.
It tried, chopping, and you can't even flake a piece.
Okay.
Hey, Ken, let me see those bullets.
As anticipated. Just wanted to give it a try.
So, Waylon, are you walking around like the wraparound porch?
Yeah, just doing the whole
Yeah,
perimeter
just
of the
perimeter
building.
sweep.
Yeah.
Okay, what you can see there, there's the wraparound porch goes around half of it. Around the back, there appears to be like a greenhouse. It's overgrown. The door to it's been boarded up.
Okay.
On the west side here, if you look at, it'd be the M there.
Possum! Awesome. This would be when you have the little possum run out and scare the poop out of you.
Yeah, on the west side there, it says like there's an M. There's like there's some oak trees right there.
Okay.
Inside there is like a covered porch patio type deal that has also been boarded up. Over where it's labeled D there with the glass windows there on the side, one of them has been broken into and there's cardboard up.
This caretaker sucks.
Okay.
He's old. Give him a break. Yes.
No,
When you're done.
no children caretakers.
No, women find him quite repulsive.
Well, you better knock one up somewhere sometime.
Can only
Got a long family history of being caretaker to this home.
Let me go out and check out the
Monster
greenhouse
house.
a second.
Okay. It's boarded. It's locked.
Well-
None of our keys would be going in there. It's just like it's boarded up, locked.
Well, it's
You
locked from the
can't-
inside. Yeah, there's no
Oh,
outside keys.
Can you see into it through any?
Yeah, you can look at it. It looks like it's overgrown. Some attempt has been made to kind of keep it up, but you can see that there's like lavender plants everywhere, that sort of thing.
Okay, but it
So-
looks like somebody's been in there.
Yeah,
Somewhat, the caretaker, or whatever.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's not a great gardener, but some attempt has been made to maintain it.
So it's locked from the inside. Are there any mechanisms from the outside in order to release the catch?
Not from the outside, no.
Well,
As we're wandering around looking at all the stones and checking out their positions, I'm going to take it they're equidistant from each other in a perfect circle around the house.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to look for signs of animal life and that kind of thing on the inside of the stones. Anything
Do you have tracking?
I don't believe so. No.
What's it under?
Survival.
No, I do not.
What's that under?
Um,
Because you're the main thing is not survival. I know that.
Constitution.
Constitution. I have No, I don't have any.
Yeah, I have resist pain. That's the only one I have under.
I'm sorry, it's under
skills.
investigate. If you look under wills.
I have search.
Do you have investigate as a broad skill?
Yes.
I do have investigate as a broad skill.
Okay,
yes.
you both can do it at a 2-step penalty.
Okay.
2 step is the 46. 13. Which would be success just.
7.
And he's back.
So a good success.
You don't find any animal tracks or anything around there. Not even any
Okay.
birds or anything. There's
It's eerie calm and that
Yes.
kind of thing inside the ring.
Yep.
If I'm gonna step outside the ring, any difference? You hear birds or anything like that outside the ring?
You wait a few minutes and you hear like a "Caw."
Okay.
So there's no possums that jump out at you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you like that.
Okay, so
Okay.
Mr. Henneman, you are setting up the infrared cameras.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 6 of them. Where do you want them? The one on the
Where's
left.
the stairs to the basement?
Excellent. The stairs to the basement. If you look right here.
L?
Yeah, they go up and down.
Okay. Well, obviously one of them's going there. One each on points of egress. One at the stairs going up. And where was the boy found? In the kitchen?
Yes,
I
he
got
was.
1, 2, 3, 4. So one in the kitchen.
The kitchen
Yeah,
is H there.
You found
Okay.
some slime stuff in the kitchen at one point in time too. so-
Okay. And then I'll put the cameras, doors, stairs, rooms where people were found dead.
Okay. The upstairs there. Where Griswold's body would be in S upstairs.
Okay.
Is that a bathroom?
Pardon?
Is that a bathroom?
No, it's better.
Oh, he didn't do it,
Elvis?
Elvis.
I'm sorry, you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He didn't do it, Elvis.
Honka honka burning.
Did you say in the entryway you were gonna do one too, or?
2,
Wazeski, what do you got going on?
3,
Well,
4. Where's the kitchen?
so we were
Probably
roaming
somewhere down
around
here.
with him. Do
You-
we?
You was, oh no. You,
Where was
H
Jake
is the kitchen.
found?
Alright, we got one.
Down in the kitchen. It's room H.
All right, so he was found in H. Got it. All right.
Should we actually put one in
Are
the
there any
basement?
windows
When we get
broken
back.
over in H?
No, no.
No.
Okay, nothing broken in there.
The only broken window that you can see is the one in the sitting room there, which leads. It's a D.
Okay.
Most of the furnishings and everything are gone in the house. There's nothing in particular. It looks like most of it's been stripped clean.
Oh, it's gonna be super comfortable. Can't wait to stay a night in here.
I think we have cots. And that
Yeah,
kind
you have
of thing in
inflatable
there.
mattresses.
Yay!
Oddly enough, though, as you're patrolling the upstairs P there, yeah, is a library, and it appears as if time has not touched it. There are books and everything lining the shelves.
Definitely putting a camera in there.
Does that all count for all 6 then?
3, 4, 5, 6. I will take one out of the lower floor and put it down in the basement.
Well, let's go down there first and.
Yeah,
then
I'm
we'll
not
figure
going down
that
by
out.
myself.
Do you want to take the
Because you've
flare
already got
for your
one.
room?
You've got one already covering the going the stairway to the basement, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. If anything, we'll
So,
move that one down.
Instead of the camera going to the stairs to the second floor, I'll put that one down in the basement.
Okay.
Because I've got one right there that can shoot down that whole hallway and cover that.
So the library's still loaded up.
Yes.
Am I picking up anything in there?
Are you doing post cognition?
He's opening his third eye.
Got
No, put it away.
I mean, I could post-cog it. There's something in there.
It's up to you to try.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
That being said, you ever read any Lovecraft books? This will not end well for you.
I don't like it. don't really want to do it on anything, but I guess we gotta. I guess I must abide. Let's try it.
Today!
From way out in the field in the
wonderful.
stone circle.
So it's a one step,
Yes.
one off.
From success, or
Yeah, from success.
you open yourself up. You begin to probe the room. God, you guys are
Are
children.
you probing? He's probing the period room.
It
Oh
almost
my lord.
it almost feels like there's like a membrane over it where you can't quite plummet.
Plummet.
We're doing this on purpose, right? This is.
You get to you almost get like flashes of something, but they're gone before you can fully. It's almost like a curtain has been thrown over your eyes. And because you failed, that will be 2 points used.
Awesome.
When we get back, we're gonna.
Go check out.
Yeah, we're gonna head down to the basement.
Who's all heading down to the basement?
If everybody's done with their
Me,
out
so I
your
can
own
set up my
stuff.
camera.
And I will be heading down there too.
Okay. It feels almost as if there's a pressure change. There's like the air is warm and like oppressive almost. If any of you have claustrophobia,
One thing beforehand though, could I get a couple of those ghost bullets?
No.
Then you are coming with us.
Okay. Then I'll come along.
Stingy penis.
I only have one.
What? You have
I
a
only
clip?
have one clip. Yeah.
Yeah, a clip of 15.
My gun's different than yours.
Right, so it probably holds more. So give me 2. Just 2. One for the ghost and one for me.
You don't need one for yourself, man.
By that time, I might.
yeah, the air down there. It's does anyone have claustrophobia?
Nope.
I didn't go down there, so no.
Okay. Highly oppressive, highly warm, oddly, for a basement. As you open the door and go down the steps, cloud of dust, poof, hits you. It's a rough stone-cut basement stretching out. Field stones, that sort of thing.
I'm gonna have my camera.
As you get down there, your camera suddenly flickers and the battery dies.
Crap on a stick. Any lights?
No, but you've got flashlights.
Okay. So there's no lights in the basement?
No.
Like at all? Alright. Well,
Question: is it just the camera that went dead, or I'll check my
around.
phone and see
Your
if
phone's
the
dead too.
Okay.
And your flashlights are flickering a bit, but then stabilize.
Okay.
So this thing wants you to see it coming.
Doesn't
not
like
fall out.
it doesn't like technology.
Are you guys searching the basement then, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure, why not? It's not dark yet.
Give me an investigate search roll, please.
I got it.
Do you actually have search?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, look at you go.
Any difficulty, whatever's?
1 step penalty.
I rock at this game.
I do not.
I have an 8 total, so
I knew it was gonna happen.
That will just be a regular success.
Crit fail.
Jeez. Yeah, I do poorly at everything.
This is the only game I do well at because I can't roll above it. Or
Well, see, my dice
above a
know
10,
what they're supposed
so.
to be, what they're supposed to get, and then they do the opposite. So it doesn't matter what system I play.
As you're looking around, you see, I mean, it's like bales of, rotting rope and sacks and crates that are just dried out and worm-ridden. You're shining your light on the wall. You see that there's a patch that looks like it's carved out of the wall, like a bas relief. And this is what's carved on it.
Bill!
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's Bill Cipher. Okay. Mr. Occult Guy, do you recognize said symbol?
Mm-hmm.
For those at home, it's an eyeball inside a triangle made up of.
Or check the Facebook page. The pictures will be there.
Well, that works too.
Plug! Ah! Okay.
Well, it's not really-
I don't know. I assume is that a cult thing then?
Yeah, it'd be at a 3-step penalty.
So the occult lore 3-step. What's it, a D8? Correct. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Yeah. Nope.
Doesn't look anything like you've seen.
Funky. Put it in your notebook. We'll investigate.
I'll write it down,
Now
or
the
I'll
Southern
make a
dandies out
copy
here,
of
we
it
can-
the same
Have a little fun.
in my notebook.
Okay.
Okay. Is that all we come across? Is this stuff really dry? There's a little mic.
No, there's a
Take the flame quickly.
damp, warm.
Okay.
It almost, yeah, you feel like the dust just won't leave. It's choking you, like it's settling in your lungs. It's very damp and.
I'll do a quick check for morale mushrooms. And then, if there's nothing else interesting, leave.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Morales are delicious.
Yeah.
This is not the right environment for morels, though.
Damp? Well, a little too dark, but. Beefsteaks.
All right. Now that are we done in the basement then?
I'm thinking so, and I don't think we really need a camera down here. I think just one down the steps.
Well, is the camera even
Would
working
be-
down here?
It flickers. The farther in the basement you go with it, the less effective it is. If you put it right towards the entrance, it seems to be working.
You know what we
Yeah,
should do is we
something
should
right close.
map out this basement, search the whole thing, see if they've got like a exit. So in
Is
case
the
we get
basement
stuck down
just
here
one
for
big
something.
open room?
It's about like this, where we're filming.
Any
Right, but it's just one big open. There's not like rooms in it. And
No, it's just like,
just
yeah,
wide open.
windows?
Some posts and stuff.
Nothing.
No doors?
Nope.
Nothing?
Just when you came in.
And you didn't
Okay.
come across Mr. Whatever your name is. You didn't come across any outside entrances to the basement when you went around.
There were none.
Negative.
Okay.
Question for you: the camera. You said it. The further we get into the basement, the shottier everything gets.
Yes.
Is it the closer we get to the symbol that's carved in the wall, or just the basement in general?
Yes, actually, close to the symbol you get.
Okay, so it's the proximity to the symbol then.
We should desecrate it.
I was thinking about doing that to the stones, but a little early to be going that far.
Why is it I take you somewhere and you just want to smear poo all over everything?
Either that or burn it down. That's my go-to response.
What? It's a danger to us? Set it on fire. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And I guess the next thing, Chris, do we want to go up and check the library then?
That would seem to be the next. I mean, again, while sun's shining. I mean, we're probably going to want to take a cruise through the building as the whole.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, what I would like to do is if there is anybody that has a engineering, carpentry, builder type things, basically these old places, and if the guy designed it himself, see if there's like secret entrances, passages,
Large spaces where there
weirdness.
shouldn't be.
Yeah, this according to what I'm looking here, this wall's actually 3 feet thick. You know, those kind of deals. Anybody that is gonna be more knowledgeable and book wise, if we try to find, because again, we gotta try to find that book that he checked out of the library, the notes, all those things are very
Yeah.
very important. According to the story, the chick that went crazy, Miss Jackson, grabbed the medallion, hooked it out the window. It has been a really long time, but I feel it would be worth an hour or two of looking for this medallion that got hooked out the window. We know what room it was in. We know the windows. Granted, it was a girl with odd strength. We can, take a path from there and see if we can find that thing.
Do we know
So-
what room she was staying? It was the room she was staying in that
Yes,
she
'cause
hooked
they
it
went
out
into
of.
her room.
It's
So-
the one at the far end of the hall upstairs, would be room N.
Yeah, so it would be worth doing a little thing to see if we can find this medallion.
It'd be right out front.
So that's, I mean, again, highly unlikely, but it's worth the effort to take a gander.
So you say that the medallion was thrown out of room N?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the one that overlooks the top of the covered porch there. It actually has like a walkout. You can walk out on top of the porch.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's take a look there. If I don't know, I might be able to pick something up from it, but I would rather just have us eyeball the thing if we can. I doubt that's going to happen.
You might be useful feeling out where that medallion is because it apparently has some kind of beneficial protective something on it.
All right.
That was what I feel is the plan for this this morning before night. And
I
then,
like-
if possible, take a nap before it gets dark.
I like it.
So I take it you all didn't solve the mystery by going downstairs.
It was it knocked out phones and cameras. Flashlights flickered a bit, but they still worked. Damp, musty, dusty. Didn't find anything really of terrible import. There was a kind of a bas relief with a Bill Cipher on it. Are you familiar with?
Gravity Falls.
Thank you.
The back of a dollar bill.
Oh,
The-
the,
the
back of a dollar.
The Illuminati with the triangle and eyeball in the middle
Oh, wonderful.
was down there. We don't know really what it's about, but it seems odd. But aside from that, it was just oppressive.
Yeah, and it seemed to be whenever we moved towards it, our electronics and everything.
It got worse the further
Yeah.
we got in. So we put a camera back at the entrance,
Looking at the eyeball.
looking in to keep an eye on.
All right.
And we still have the handheld flare camera, too.
We got 5 of them.
We got 5 cameras, yeah.
Yep.
We got
I
one for
thought
each
we
of
only
us.
had
No,
one
you only
with
have
flare.
the one FLIR.
Yeah, FLIR. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, there's a camera for everybody.
Regular cameras, yeah.
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 There you go. Pass them out. There you go.
Are they in glasses
I don't want to see any homemade
or
videos coming back here.
headset things?
GoPros?
So yeah, so we don't have to hold them.
Sure.
Cool.
Right, sweet.
So let's yeah, I think that's the plan.
All right. Well, let's take a look.
I don't know where I would be best served in that plan, to be honest, but let's go with it.
I'm going to do a more mundane search of the library. So that's where I'm going to be heading. Were you going to go to the room then? And
Well, I'm gonna go. What I would like to do is basically we need to do a full search of this house. Period.
yeah,
All of it. So we need to concentrate. I'm sure there's going to need to concentrate more on the library, but the whole house needs to be looked at. And if most of the furnishings and stuff been taken out, it should be quick and easy.
Okay. Okay, so Waylon, you're looking for the medallion.
Sure.
You are going with
Sensitive.
yeah. What's your name?
We'll be a team.
Cam.
Cam. That's right. I'm sorry. Give me who's got the better search roll.
I have perception.
That'd be it. You got that, Wisniewski?
I think I've got the base skill.
Yeah. Okay.
I did super good with a 3,
Really?
which is like what, the outstanding or whatever.
Is it? Did you
Exceptional.
add in a? Did you roll the D4 and add it to it?
I did not.
Well,
That'll make it good though. Oh, that makes it a 4.
Is that still?
Excellent.
No,
I
my
got
awesome
the
is 3.
worst possible roll for
It's still good.
perception.
I'm sorry.
It's in the good range then.
You see up in the tree there, by the front, that something shiny.
Right?
Be like a crow.
I'll climb up there and grab it.
Grr, shady. Go get it.
your character's a raccoon. Go wash it off in the creek
I
next
have
to.
climb.
Okay. Well, you get up there,
Get a long
and
stick.
it's kind of wrapped around a branch, and it's weird that the sun is glinting right at this moment where you can see it, but it's a silver medallion wrapped around a branch and doesn't look like it's been outside at all.
Oh, all right. I'll collect that.
Okay. You grab it, bring it down, and you gotta clean it off. I mean, but once you polish it off, it comes right off. It's like a strange blue tinted silver. And as you look at it, if you could turn the monitor on, that is the symbol you see. It almost looks like a branch.
Monitor status.
One moment.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
It's cool. Oh, product placement is okay. It's
Okay.
Brought to you by surgeons.
That's perfectly placed too. Surge.
the unofficial drink of.
Eric. Okay, you're just poking around, and you. I like how your rolls are in verse now.
Yeah. Nat 20 with a 4 added onto it, so yeah,
Wolf.
it's cool.
Okay, well, you three investigating the library? That was the.
I was going to. Were you going to come with me?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
I'm doing house in general, just
Okay.
I got to set up my camera in there.
room to
anyway.
room.
Okay.
All right.
That's okay.
You go. You see that the library. Most of the books are in engineering, machinery, machine works. There's a small, probably not too big, probably about 3 foot, like a brass orrery, sitting on a table.
Okay.
It's you look at it though, and it's not. At first, you think it's like the solar system, but it's not. It's 7 different shaped spheres rotating around a centralized one.
I'm going to make a note of that so that I can have. What is your guy's name again?
Sean McGinnis.
Sean. I refuse to say McGinnis in your weird accent.
What?
Just have one.
Did I try an accent on that one? I didn't.
It sounded like me.
Oh.
But I'm mildly retarded, so.
Mildly?
Ouch. So, I think that we are going to.
I've said worse.
I know. It's not an excuse.
It's true. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to make a note of it. It looks like it's something a little bit more up his alley than mine. Do I recognize it right off the bat now that I know it's not a solar system?
No, it's just weird.
Okay. The engineering books and that kind of thing kind of makes sense because if I remember correctly, Hagen owned patents and was an engineer and that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
he was considered like a whiz kid at the time.
Okay.
Especially considering his
He was
humble beginnings.
super good at Mario Brothers.
And Mario Maker.
I guess I'm just going to give the room a good once over with
Yeah,
my
that's-
mundane skills as opposed to.
Yeah, that's what you find. There's
Okay.
nothing really.
All right. So after a while, I guess I'm going to let you know so that you can take a look at this.
Well, so I'm going to end my search in the library.
This brass contraption.
You
And,
see that most of that, again, all the furnishings are stripped. There's like some bed frame up top. You go, I'm assuming you're investigating where the tape was found and where.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Griswold's body
I'm
was.
just
Give me
kind
a
of
search
going.
roll.
I'm just kind of going room by room, doing
Yeah.
the thumb test on the walls.
Give me a search in that one particularly.
Difficulty.
Just a 1-step. D4.
Oh wait, I may actually do that. Nope. Fail.
You don't find anything.
God. So terrible at this. I got good ideas, but I can't roll it out. All right. That's and yeah, I'm just basically kind of doing a search, and again, focusing on, is this wall actually only 6 inches thick? Is there secret pads? There
Yeah, you don't
something
find
funky
anything.
going on here.
Now, Wisniewski, are you doing anything else or just.
All right. Well, looking around here, we've got the. So, we found the medallion. We got that.
Well, you found a medallion.
We found a medallion that was thrown from the window.
Maybe
I assume.
somebody threw it up there.
Anyway, so the kid that they found, Jacob, that room down there.
The kitchen.
Yeah. What's the state of the place?
Well, again, there's some effort made to keep it clean. There's an old-fashioned, basin with brass fittings and everything going in. The water spigot heads are made to look like dragons
Oh, all right.
going in. Yeah, it looks like you can see where the cabinet had been pried open. It looked like someone had tried getting at the fittings and everything up.
Gotcha. Is there any damage to the floor?
Not that you notice. Are you going to do your power there or no?
It worked out
Okay.
so well last time.
Well, let's see what we burn. Oh,
Hey.
well,
Hey,
hot
that's
shit.
way better.
Sorry about that. Beep. I was really pleased with that. Looks like just a success.
Okay. As you open up your mind into the room, you You get a sudden flash of a woman in what looks like early 1900s dress. You see she's raising a cleaver up in the air, and you hear it descend with a and you hear dogs barking, and then the vision fades.
She flash an angle.
So risque.
So, cleaver up on the counter, or
No.
Dogs are barking. She's just carving up a little bit of doggy treats.
If you remember in our notes, though,
They were fed.
They were
was
fed to the dogs, yeah.
Come get your kibble.
Yum, 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 yum.
this might be a rabbit hole, but do we have an autopsy report or anything from the kid who was found?
Yeah, he told you he's missing part of his upper cranium, covered in
Parts of the brain,
lacerations.
the liver, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Someone's making haggis.
Too much rosemary in the haggis.
I'll be right back if you guys want to come up with a plan of attack.
Yeah, it's not like we need you here. Go ahead, wander off.
I thought.
You're not.
I thought we
an
did
important
have a
element
plan
of
of attack. We were
I have a
attacking
plan.
it.
this. Okay.
So what's next from here then? Probably.
So we won. By the
tell
time Brent
spooky
gets
stories.
back, we got it. We
We
figured
did
it
it.
all
We
out.
solved it.
We did it. All done.
Oh.
Yay!
Play the
Well,
Final
everything's
Fantasy
good.
victory music.
burn the place to the ground.
That's my point of last resort.
Bomik's laptop is unattended.
That's no big deal. We left this when he left the screen on over here so we could see everything he's doing anyway.
All right, gentlemen, you got your plan of attack?
We were doing our plan of attack.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you had more that you wanted to do.
So you wandered off.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I had to use the restroom.
I'm gonna put the amulet on.
I figured you'd be the best one. You're also the only one that can defeat anything that comes around, so
It's true.
Well, I figured because
that's why I'm gonna go sleep outside the Ring of Stones. You can stay inside.
Yeah.
I'm in the van.
Park the van outside the ring.
It's running.
Oh, it's going to it. Hate this character. You put it on, and yeah, you don't. There's no like feeling of anything.
right. Yeah, I just figure from our notes earlier that
I'm all
the
tingly
spirits don't
now.
particularly like that. So
I like how because we had the monitor up there, you've been turned into Wilson from Home Improvement. I can just see the upper part of your face.
it's my natural state. Yeah.
All right. Sun begins to set. It's late in the evening, probably about 7:30.
Okay. Do we want to do a? Is everybody sleeping outside the Ring of Stones? Or
Well, no, I mean we're tonight. There's no sleeping going on tonight.
I was
be up.
just gonna say, like, we want to do a night investigation at least tonight.
Right.
And
Yep.
Yeah. If I go to sleep, it is not in this house.
Yeah, as it'll be below freezing tonight, you probably don't want to just
crash in the van.
well outside. Out-
Yeah.
Well,
out
we
in
can
the
all
field.
crash in the van. Share body warmth.
Huddle together
We only
like
brought
sheep.
one sleeping bag anyway.
I'm in the middle.
We have to rotate.
It's a really
the
big
outside's got to
sleeping bag.
rotate. Keep your front warm, then you turn a little bit. Keep your back warm.
Nude.
Got a gas
It's the best way to share body heat. Duh.
large gas station rotisserie is what
You were you were a scout, right? Isn't that that's the way? Yeah,
No.
You got to get naked and
Actually, you have 3 Eagle Scouts at this table.
Snuggle
Yeah.
till you fit
Isn't
together
that-
like Legos.
Yeah, isn't that the way?
Actually, that's a youth protection violation.
I'm not a youth.
Exactly.
Do not hug,
Nor have I been a youth for a long time.
do not hug the child in certain way. In that way.
That's not what they meant by 2D leadership.
Sun is set. Get a little chilly. What are you doing?
All right.
Stoke the fire. Right?
Yep.
There's this place. I mean, did they
Got it.
with the upgrades? Did they put in a furnace or anything like that?
Yeah, an
or-
old spider furnace.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's get that baby going.
Yeah. Poof.
What kind of furnace is this again?
Well, it has like all the spidery.
All the old
yeah, octopus.
octofurnaces.
Well, sure, but what fuel is it using?
Yeah, coal.
Coal?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be shoveling some coal.
Yeah. What
Singing to myself, working in a coal mine, going down,
what
down,
date
down.
is it?
About to slip
Incidentally.
down.
Currently,
Yeah.
it is
Friday, April
Oh, bum, bum, bum.
April 26th.
Oh, good. Hey guys, we're in that sweet spot.
All right.
Seems to be like 2 times a year that this phenomena seems to occur. I noticed that, there's like October, and there's a time in October, there's a time in April where this thing seems to come about. Yeah.
There's a time to reap, and there's a time to sow.
That hurts me.
There's a time for peace. I swear it's not too late.
So, all right, do we
If
want
you
to
could turn your attention back to the game.
What? I was right there with you.
But
Well, it's like it seems like that's a 6-month time.
It seems to be.
Well,
it's,
we are
time on the thing.
on the anniversary.
How many
of them
stones
doing
are
their
there?
investigation.
12.
I'm sorry, what was that, Ken?
We are there during the anniversary of Dr. Emmerich Matheson's investigation.
seems appropriate.
Wait, there's 12 stones?
Yep.
Are they in a clock pattern around the estate?
Not really.
They're bunched up. There's 3 groups of 4.
Oh.
We should hook one of up with chains and,
Okay.
and rip one out of the ground.
I couldn't chip anything off of it. I'm kind of thinking that's not going to work out too well.
There's 3 groups of 4.
No,
And
he's
it's-
being a jackass.
And it's 8 miles.
No,
8 miles back to
they're
Hobbs
equidistant in a
End or
circle.
whatever. So
Okay.
Around.
be a long walk.
No,
Distant.
there are 2 types. I know I'm new to the occult investigation gig, but there are 2 types of stone circles: things to keep them out and things to keep them in.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure which one this is. So
I'm thinking this is one of those in situations.
so
So
don't
Rick-
go bulldozing stones.
So, Rick, you set up in the van, watch the cameras?
Yep.
Okay. You've seen what an IR camera looks like, right? It's black and white. Light is amplified. It's infrared. Yeah.
Looking for cold spots. Yeah, I hear that on all the ghost investigations. Cold spots.
You guys hear that?
Cold.
You hear that?
Did you hear that?
What is that?
What is that? What, did you hear something?
You're
Oh, it's
gonna
me.
go around this house being like, "You stupid spirits! Come on,
Yeah.
do it, take me!"
More ghost adventurers and stuff. Instead of ghost
right.
hunters? Okay, I got you.
Just start shouting at walls.
That's what they do, though.
You're a wuss!
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, you have like some overbound muscle, like steroid freak who can't even lower his arms,
It is by
walking
far
around like an angry Harambe,
most-
screaming.
the most entertaining. Of
It
all
is,
those
oh, except for
shows.
Finding Bigfoot and Mountain
Well, that's
Monsters.
just because that's a bunch more.
Mountain
Yeah.
Monsters is way better. Finding Bigfoot is all about Bobo and falling off porches.
All right. So, or do we want to? If he's going to stay in the van, then do we want to do groups of 2 and wander around the house?
I'm good with that. I assume we have communication devices
Yeah.
and so forth. All right, that'd be part of a standard investigation pack.
Yeah,
Okay,
called cell phones.
I'm looking at my cell phone on all the time.
We gotta have radio.
Yeah, you've
ra-
got walkie-talkies. that
Radio
sort of
Goo
thing.
Goo,
Yeah.
Radio Gaga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we want hands-free devices.
Yeah, along with our cameras.
Go buy them yourself.
Nah,
We're all
Man.
using the Nextel, on, like the beep beep on our phone.
I miss those.
I want aliens type headgear.
Motion detector.
Motion, you know, so you got your little ring there, you got your light, you got your camera.
And Ken
you got
has the
your-
ammo. What are you supposed to use? Harsh language?
I have my flamethrower.
We're in the Willows, man. It's
about what I
got.
All right.
I'll go with the guy that can kill it, and those 2 can go by themselves.
Awesome.
Those 2 fellas over there can team B.
Yeah.
Go to the not scary places. I'll hang out with the guy that can actually do something.
Okay, so Fred and Daphne go upstairs.
For the rest of the episode.
Okay.
Do we want to break it up like that? You 2 go upstairs, and then Eric and I will stay on the ground floor.
Well, yeah, because again, we're going to be, I don't know, do we want to actually keep wandering around the house, or do you just want to be, like, ready, and if something comes up on a camera, to go look at it?
Be in a
Go
centralized
investigate.
location, upstairs and downstairs, and I'll call you guys out when.
Yeah, I think
Smurf starts
I think
happening.
that's a plan.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's happening right here.
I heard something!
You guys are upstairs, all of a sudden you hear the van pulling out.
Upstairs, are you still walking around? 'Cause I'm getting footsteps. I swear I hear footsteps. Listen. There was. I just heard it again. No, dude, you don't hear anything.
Let's go back to the tape.
Okay. You two go upstairs. There, some of the lights work, but not anything you're going to want to leave on for any period of time without having a blazing inferno on your hands.
All right.
So my upstairs.
Nice.
Should it hiss and spark at you? Where you
Be
guys?
sure to let us know right away if any electronics start fuzzing out. Seems to be a thing.
Okay. Is there any particular spot you guys are looking at upstairs, or?
Well, I mean, the library seems to be a focal point. So everything hanging out there would be,
We can start there and just make our way around to the rooms.
yeah,
No PNQR.
no reason to be super energetic.
Yeah. Okay. As you two,
Which two?
Keith and Eric downstairs.
Mhm.
As you're walking, you know you can kind of hear them upstairs a bit. They've been up maybe 5-10 minutes. Eric, you hear like a giggle coming from the stairwell.
Okay. Where are we at right now?
You are in the main hallway there. O, or I'm sorry, B.
B.
Yeah.
All right. Did you hear that?
No.
No, I did not.
Oh, wonderful. I'm hearing the giggling, the aforementioned giggling of that little girl from the tapes. Towards the...
As you pull your camera up, you hear... And rolling down from the stairs is a small small ball. It goes rolling from the stairs across the floor into the darkness. As you see it, Rick, you just see the ball come down the stairs, and there's no source or anything. It just appears and then vanishes.
Okay. Then, without me saying it, I'm calling all this stuff out as I see it.
Yeah.
Magic missile of the darkness.
Yeah, I communicate up to them. Is there anything near the stairs? We just had a ball roll down. I doubt that's in any of your equipment packs.
It was a creepy clown.
Nope. Nope, we didn't see anything. You don't hear anything that we're doing up here. Nope, not at all.
Man, we ain't fine.
Head over to the, if you're not already there, head over to the top of the stairs and just kind of...
Okay. You look down. You can see their lights, going over there. As you peer down, Chris, you feel like a sudden shove on your back. Give me dexterity.
Okay, difficulty?
Just a straight d20.
Cut him open.
What's your dexterity?
Is an 8.
Woof. Okay. Roll an 8 or below.
Boy.
Oh, so just basic? Okay, I got you. Thought you doubled it.
Oh.
6! Woo! Made it.
Waylon, as you see McGinnis there, he appears, all of a sudden you hear like a... "Lerp," and you see him get like thrown almost, and he manages to catch himself on the barister and starts going woo, but manages to get his balance. Pulls himself.
You jerk! What'd you do that for?
Stop drinking before investigation.
What do you mean during? What do you mean before? Hip flask.
Right.
You two hear like a...
What the F? Did you feel that, bro? Did you feel that? I felt it. I felt something. Push me. Wasn't
I
cool.
did not get pushed.
That's surprising.
So, coming up to the steps there, do I see anything up them myself other than them?
No, that's it.
Something just shoved me. I'm gonna move away from the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Following the bouncing rubber ball, I see a big ugly Scotsman coming falling down the stairs.
Looking toward the direction the ball went into, is it gone?
No, it's in a corner.
Let's take a look at that.
I'm gonna guess it's just a child's toy ball.
Yeah, it looks like an old red rubber ball.
Okay.
Police that up
No,
so
you
we
hear
can
that.
play with the creepy little girl.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else hearing children's voices?
Is he the only one hearing
Nope.
it
Anybody?
because he's...
No,
Give me an illicit business roll. No, give me. Where's it at here?
I don't know. We're gonna go back to the library.
Give me an awareness roll. Perception.
Seems more quiet over there.
Yeah, I ain't seen nothing.
You think you hear like a twitter? Rick, as you're watching these guys, you can see them in the fringe of the camera. You know, they're over there bending over, looking at a ball.
Look at it, get close.
Closer.
I've got my pen out and I'm poking it.
You almost see like a small blur of motion as something probably about 3 foot tall goes skittering, runs across the floor and vanishes.
Okay. Hey guys, you're being stalked.
Not me. We're up in the library.
Yeah, watch your 6. I had movement on the camera behind you.
Stalked. I nudge the ball with my foot.
It rolls up against the corner and kind of bounces out. As you see, it takes kind of a natural path, and then all of a sudden it sharply veers and goes like as if someone's pulling it along farther down towards the end of the hall, towards past the stairwell into the kitchen.
Well, I've seen enough. Time to go home.
Gentlemen, you may want to come down from upstairs. We have unnatural phenomenon going down here. Meet us in the kitchen.
Rick, as you're watching, all of a sudden the camera that's on them down the stairs, you see it kind of flicker. You guys hear a crash behind you.
Whoop. Looking.
It's the IR camera that he had set up that's watching the stairwell. It's now on the floor and in pieces.
My feed go out then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna go downstairs.
One of your cameras just fell, was it?
Was it? Yeah, that's $1,500 I'm out.
Oh, well.
Heinemann does a terrible job. I keep telling him, use screws, not just tape.
So, just
We're gonna join up with them downstairs.
Waylon, as you're going down the stairs, your hand touches the banister, and it feels almost like you put your hand in a puddle.
Ew.
Right
And you pull it up, it's like a clear, viscous,
here on the stairs.
and you get like a sudden just gagging meat odor, as if Chris has breathed on you.
I've been slimed.
Gross.
Gross. Yeah.
Just had Wendy's.
Yeah, we got
somebody
slime on the
blows their
banister.
nose and you want to keep it.
You said the ball went
okay.
down
Let me
the
take a
hall
sample.
towards the kitchen
Yes.
area? Okay.
You have a little petri dish, take a sample.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll take a little sample.
So, heading along towards the kitchen, incidentally, is there any of that nasty junk on my my foot?
Nope.
Okay.
We come stumbling, bumbling. Hey guys, what's going on? I got pushed upstairs like this.
Well, that ball, Ronaldo, I'm not, but it curved and went straight into the kitchen from across the hallway. Not natural, I assume.
Who's Ronaldo?
It's a soccer player.
Oh. Okay.
Well, let's check it out.
Yep, kitchen. Yay!
Rick, as you're watching the cameras one by one, they go static and shut down.
Which one's the first one? The last one to go out?
Kitchen is the first one, then all the hallway ones, then the library is the last one to go out.
I was watching the one in the basement. See anything?
Well, the basement was the one that got smashed first.
No, it's the one. The one that got
Was it?
smashed is the one that was on the stairwell going down to the basement. He's got one up in the basement.
Oh. I thought, okay. All right.
There's like a weird glow. Obviously, you can't tell the color, but it's like a pulsing light coming from the west wall, which is where the room was. And then as it does that, it's like a really bright flash and makes it temporary, like someone shining a flashlight in your face. And then the other ones are static. This is just nothing.
Yeah, guys, we're blind here.
Do you want to come in the house rather than
Yep.
sit inside the van by yourself?
I'll take my fancy pants camera and go on in there.
Okay. As you're going in, it almost seems weird, especially because the weather. You hear, it sounds like birds singing from the outside. And it's like a weird rhythmic chirping coming from them. You don't even see them. It's whippoorwills.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time?
You're almost given the weird impression that the song is almost like a pulse, like a heartbeat.
I hate birds.
You better not hate crows.
All right.
Just because you adopted a crow in the parking lot there.
3. I'm up to 3.
Good job, Radagast.
Don't you be talking trash about Corvy, Patches, and LaBeef.
Why would you call one Patches?
Because his feathers are always all like...
Because he depends on him, son.
Yeah, he's always molting, so I've named him Patches. LaBeef is the big one.
Gross.
Well, I was going to call him Ricky.
Patches have like crow mange.
I was going to call him Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles, but... So anyway. Yeah, you're heading back in the house. Yeah.
Yep.
There's somebody at the front door. Get your weapon.
Shoot him.
Get it. Boom. Why aren't you in the van? Bang, bang, bang.
So as you're heading to the kitchen, the ball, it seems almost to keep pace with you. And then once it comes to the kitchen, it just comes to a dead stop.
Okay.
I think the little girls would like to play a game of catch.
Well, that was what they were intimating, or whoever that voice was.
So, what's going on?
If we're in
Why
a room,
are you here?
So cameras are out. If they're in a room with a camera, I want to check out a camera and see if I can figure out what went wrong.
Okay. Who has the? Are you doing the thermal?
While he's checking the camera, I'll go ahead and do a sweep with the thermal.
He's got the thermal.
I can
No,
pass it off.
I was gonna say while he's checking the
Okay,
camera.
gotcha. I see. I'm saying.
Why answer? What's your deal?
As you examine the cameras, it doesn't look like there should be any reason why they're out, except for the one that was ripped down. It actually looks like something had ripped part of the housing out on that one. Keith, as you're sweeping with the thermal, you see Eric heading into the kitchen. Coming across from the dining room there, you see another colder outline of a biped that stops. It's walking to be behind him, and it stops and turns and looks at you.
Shoot it!
Hey, I see you.
Hey, how's it going?
I'll call out to Eric and have him turn around with. Do that thing you do where you open wide your third eye.
I'd be alone, cat.
There's something behind
Hello,
you.
ghost.
Wonderful.
Is it just standing there and watching me?
Pull out your
Yes.
jammy.
Oh, it's always up, yeah. I've got my
Oh, really?
flashlight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you, the kid from Stand By Me?
I actually just suddenly had flashes of sledgehammer.
Oh,
All right. So if you're aiming a gun towards
Trust
the direction I'm in, going to step.
Well, I'm not going to be aiming
aside.
it anyway, yeah, but
Maybe.
it is ready.
did you feel like a cold directly behind you?
Well, outstanding. Step to the side. Turn.
You can see the figure. You can make it out. It's just an outline of some like a person, and you can see its head turning to look over at Eric, then its head turning to look at you, and then it turns and walks into the wall and vanishes.
All right.
So, no answer for me, huh?
So the
All right, fine.
What's that?
Oh, that's what I'm saying to the ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
does the chill lessen there?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna take a look at where the thing was. Is there any slime trail, anything like that?
No.
What about the wall where it walked into it? Nothing on. Okay.
Nothing.
Ball still there?
Yes.
It only seems to do the ectoplasm or the slime thing when it interacts with us or people. So.
How tall was that thing that you told me that you saw?
It was shorter than Eric. It was probably about 5'4".
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna go over and grab the ball. Maybe like bounce it a couple times and then kind of toss it down out the kitchen, out the hallway.
Okay.
What a crappy toy.
It rolls about a foot and then just comes to a complete stop. You're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
As you're doing that, you hear like a rustle behind you, and one of the drawers comes winging out and gets flung at you.
Okay.
What is your dexterity resistance?
I have defensive martial arts.
That's okay. You're not going to judo throw the
Defensive.
on the other side to be under your dex. Where it says resistance.
+3.
Seriously?
Holy cow!
Huh. Okay. You easily sidestep as the door hits the wall next to you and shatters, and you hear a faint.
Naughty girl.
When I hear the noise, I'm going to run in there and sweep with the camera.
Okay.
Pick up anything?
No.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna reach out with the ESP. I think the basic.
Give me a roll. Yep.
Always the one. Not this time. Yeah,
Dex
15.
resistance.
Not gonna make it.
As you begin to scan, you feel like a sharp intrusion into your mind. Give me a mental resolve roll, please,
Oh, wonderful.
at a 1-step penalty. But
Resolve makes it an 11.
okay, you feel like a sudden jolt into your brain. You'll take 4 stun.
Okay.
Zap.
Maybe it's time to go to the basement, to the source.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, we still have all upstairs.
McGinnis, as all this stuff is going on, you feel a tug on the back of your jacket.
Yeah.
You're the first one getting cut.
Turn around. What?
Nothing there.
God dang it.
Was
Getting
the
touched
equivalent
again.
Of the tap on the other shoulder
Yeah.
when you're on the side.
Stop touching me. No, feel on my jacket. Is there any kind of goop or anything, or is it just?
You look down, and you can see a little girl, probably about 4 or 5 years old, wearing an old period dress, and her hair is arranged to cover her face.
Ugh.
And you see tug on your jacket again and points up the stairs.
Up the stairs?
Yeah.
Hey guys, little girl's telling me to go upstairs.
What little girl?
She seems trustworthy.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna go. Anybody come with?
Why
I'll
wouldn't
go with
you?
you.
Uh,
I'm not.
This is happening while these guys are in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll make my way upstairs slow.
Okay. She increases the pulling,
Okay.
and she takes you to one of the empty bedrooms and points within,
Okay.
and then morning mist just kind of fades out.
She pointed directed me to one of these bedrooms. I'm gonna step inside.
All right, I'm gonna move to join him. Do I
Okay.
still have the camera, or do you want to take it back?
No, if you're going in there, you might as well have it so you can see something.
Okay.
As you open the door, Chris, you hear it sounds like multiple voices moaning, and you see what looks like a giant protoplasmic mass writhing in the middle of the room. There are moans of pleasure and of pain coming from it, and almost like someone taking a rubber glove and pushing against it, you can see faces coming out, and then limbs forming and then dropping back into the goop.
Is there a puzzle box anywhere around here?
Forming out of it is a youngish woman, and she motions you, and you hear, "Come, join."
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But there's some goop up here. Maybe the guy with the magic bullets could come on up.
Shoot it.
All right, Chris, what is your strength resistance?
Strength resist. I don't know. Oh, is it the resist modifier? Whatever.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there? None. I am not a strong man.
Ooh,
I'm not much of an anything man, actually. And I'm looking at my little modifiers.
you're pretty hardy.
You're intelligent.
Kinda.
As you stand in the doorway, a tendril shoots from the mass and wraps around your neck
Balls.
and begins to drag you towards it. From downstairs, you guys hear, "Balls."
Use your beard. Grab the doorway,
Run for
door
it.
frame, so forth.
Excellent.
And I'll rush to get up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be cindied.
I need action checks from everyone for this round.
Okay.
How's that
Choose roll a d20.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Then
my
what?
action check score says that's ordinary.
Yeah. That'll tell
check?
you
Oh,
what
there
your-
it is right there.
there are 4 phases
Yep.
that you go on.
Ordinary as well.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4 phases.
Action check.
Yep.
Okay, so I am amazing.
Of course you are.
If I remember correctly, your character is death on 2 legs.
Okay.
But not
We
good.
go in those, and anyone who gets an amazing check can go in the amazing check. You have 2 actions. You can do 1 in each round. Okay. So if you get a good, you can do 1 action in the good and 1 in the ordinary, the marginal. You pick. Okay. Did you guys all roll ordinaries then?
Yes.
Ah, ordinary, yeah.
Okay. In the amazing round, Ken.
Alright, I'll come up and plant one in that mass.
Okay, it's going to take you. You'll get halfway up for 1 action. Both
Okay.
if you burn both of your actions sprinting, you can get up there.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll sprint.
It also goes in the amazing. You feel that another tendril shoot in, grabbing you, and it starts to squeeze around your neck.
I don't.
At least it's going for my throat, not my nethers. Harder, daddy.
And you have no resistance modifier.
Look at me in the eye. Yes.
Okay.
It lets him go. You.
As it begins to choke you to the tune of 11 stun.
Jeez.
Whoa. Wow. Ooh.
Okay, so if that's over my,
You stunned.
I'm stunned then, I guess, right?
Yeah, you're out.
I'm unconscious.
It chokes you out.
In 1 action round.
Next,
sense.
breaking your neck.
Thump.
Okay, it's gonna go again. It's as you start to pass out, you feel fleshy waves overtake you, and you can feel like hands and teeth start to bite at you and claw at you and start to pull you into it.
I don't like this.
We'll just go down. Rick, what are you doing?
Running. I mean,
Which-
up. Towards the danger. Not my usual way.
Okay,
That
you
doesn't
guys,
sound like Dubridge at all.
you guys managed to make it up the stairs. I'm assuming that's all. Are you guys all heading up,
yeah.
booking up? Okay.
Don't know what I'll do, but
I know what I'm doing.
I'm
Okay.
gonna throw my broken camera at it.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Do you want this? Action check.
Get drug along the ground.
Go get the ball.
Do I
and
still need
throw
to do
that
one?
at it.
No.
Ho ho! Marginal.
Good.
Okay, Ken.
Pop, pop.
Okay, you're gonna take a shot at it. You will get, because you are specialized. That's 1 step bonus. Its resistance is actually a penalty. Roll a d20 and minus a d6, unless you want to aim.
What does aiming do?
You burn one of your actions to aim, and then you get a step bonus.
Oh, sure, let's aim.
Okay,
I'll do
so
a D8.
yeah, but you're gonna go in the either the marginal or the ordinary.
Right, can do it both, and you only get 1 action per segment.
You see this thing starting to envelop McGinnis, And you see almost as like multiple people are like wrapping around and pulling him into them. You see a head pull up out of it, form like a fleshy, skinless face, and
That's the
look
first
at
time it's
you,
happened to me.
and it smiles.
That's where I'm aiming.
And you have a 3-step on your defense.
Yes.
Woof. Okay. Wow, it actually, a tendril comes out and whacks you. For the tune of 6 wounds. But, roll me a d6. Because you have the medallion, right?
4.
You take 2 wounds.
I like how he does the stunner when he just comes out and whack. Here's another stunner.
The paralyzed.
What'd you guys all get?
Oh, that's right, paralyzer. That's right.
Ordinary?
Marginal.
So you'll act once.
Margin.
You'll act once. Going to the ordinary phase, Rick, would you?
Grab a hold of him by the beard and pull him out of that mass. Start pulling.
Well, you're dragging me in head first, so you might want to grab my feet and stuff.
I'll feet then.
Give me a
Imagine your beard goes
untrained strength roll.
Yeah,
Or actually, give me an athletics roll. Give me an athletics
It's
roll.
only mutton chops. It's only chops on this guy.
What do I roll? A 20?
20 and a d6 and
I am
add it.
off my belt like suspenders.
7.
Wow, you, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
You grab him by the ankles, you begin to pull, and you hear like a as he pops free as you drag him out. Ordinary. Ken, you want to take a shot?
Second most disgusting thing I've ever done.
That is amazing. Yeah, with 2.
What bolts are you using?
My magic bullet.
Are you sure? Because it seems really real and fleshy.
Does it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Like
only
you
in
said,
this
protoplasm.
dimension.
Whatever, just hammer it anyway. You got a whole clip of them.
Well, that's what I have loaded in there.
Okay.
Right
So you got an amazing?
Yep.
Do your amazing damage.
now. Okay.
Do we all have guns?
Yes. Well, I do.
So it's my normal damage is what, D4 plus 2. What was that amazing? After that, what do I do? Anything
Yeah.
more?
Well, that's mortal, which is like
Right, it's the
If you're
the
using a
type of
9
damage
mil,
that you're doing.
it will be a D4
Yeah, it should
mortal.
be a D4, but you're going to do mortal damage and not the wound damage.
Okay.
See how you got different damage
yeah.
types.
4.
Wow. You hit it, and the bullet begins to, like, where it hits into it, begins to sizzle, and you see bits of flesh begin to drop away, and it lets out like a multi-tiered shriek as if many voices are screaming. And you see the thing leap up into the ceiling and, like, dissolve into a puddle.
Creepy.
There is that slime everywhere.
You know, just gross. So we gotta
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
rouse. Yeah, rouse.
I have first aid. Do we have like a kit or something
Yeah,
with
you
us?
just ammonia.
Here's a band-aid.
Smelling salts.
Yeah, rub some salt in it.
Morning, sunshine.
What happened?
So I think it is. I roll and then.
No, he's good. It's
Okay.
done. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
it's
stunned.
stunned. Yeah.
Why do I have wood?
You were choked out. Huh?
I saw David Carradine.
So is that like stun damage? Does it
Yeah,
go
it's gone.
away type
Yeah,
of thing? Okay.
Absolutely. At the end of the encounter.
You could use some first aid on me. I took.
I
it.
did not care for that.
Oh, did you?
He took
Oh
some
yeah,
actual.
that's right.
He took
Yeah,
some
I'll go ahead
actual
and
wounds.
bandage up.
Go ahead.
Any step penalty?
No, just straight roll.
Nice.
6. So that will just be an ordinary success.
You get one back.
Cool.
Ugh.
Thank you, sir.
Here's a Snoopy Band-Aid.
So we're already on the upper floor, and that
Yes.
thing went up.
Yeah, it just dissolved up into the roof.
Huh.
What bedroom were we looking at?
Is there an attic?
A bedroom.
No, there isn't. The bedroom you're looking at is master bedroom upstairs. It's T,
T.
Okay.
which is also where Florence was.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I apologize. She was an N. I apologize. One
Okay.
again.
Let's go to the basement.
Well,
But while we're up here, we
might as well
keep
give
looking.
this a quick search too. So
Okay. You as you do the camera, you see that same form,
Mhm.
and it's pointing to the Griswold's room.
to Griswold's room.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
pointing in, doing this, like stringently pointing.
Okay.
Worked out well last time going with the ghost
Well,
points.
you were led by the
Little
ghost
girl.
of the little girl. I think this is something else.
Uh,
so let's.
Telepathy. Can I ask her what's in there?
Well, this is like that 5-3 outline.
Oh.
It's on the FLIR.
The bigger one.
Go for it. Roll.
Who sees this, by the way?
I'll point
He's
it
got
out
a
to him.
camera. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He's got
But that's the only person that's okay.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Yeah. Success 11.
You feel you know the mind contacts it, and you almost feel as if it's desperate. It's wanting you to come in here, but it's not an alien intelligence. It's very human, and you just feel like a despair and like a brief glimpse of hope, and just please, 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 please go in here. And you see that he's pointing into Griswold's room at the floors, like down at the floors.
There, it seems to be wanting us to look at the floors over in Griswold's old room.
Well, I'm hip.
All right.
Rip
yeah.
'em up.
Then it just you see it almost look behind it as if something's chasing it, and it runs past you guys and through you, and you feel like a rush of cold, and then it vanishes.
Which room is Griswold's room?
You.
You. Okay.
It's a ghost killing other
Okay,
ghosts.
so right across the hall. Okay,
All right.
I'm hip. I'll go in.
Do we have anything
Let's
we
take a
can
look.
tear up the floor with?
It's pretty loose. You can just get it.
Oh, okay.
You can see where he was pointing. The floorboard is loose.
Rip it up.
Yeah.
And the book is there.
Some newts.
You see that there's like a pile of old papers.
Oh yeah.
That's what you get.
4 container.
Quick, set them on fire.
Here.
All right.
It obviously wants us to destroy these.
Well. Says,
Cool.
So you can take pictures.
I like the sweet picture with the candle on his head.
Actually, don't take pictures of those because I don't own the rights to them.
Oh, never mind then.
All right. So
Safe Baggins.
says to inspect the grounds after arriving. Must look at those pillars I've been told about. Those pillars match von Yert's
Junst.
description of the one in Hungary. Is it possible that Hagen found more? And even worse, I learned how to craft lesser versions of them. Found symbol of the chapel of silent contemplation carved into the basement wall. Well, there we go. Hagen's death precludes its vanishing, so I assume he was a member that avoided the raid. Was Hagen looking for immortality along with the rest of the cultists? The library has copies of his notes. Must retrieve them along with the powder and book. Powder. As I suspected, his notes are in cipher, tedious but breakable. When I make the Vorish sign, I can see the spheres clearer than anywhere else. The veil's thin here. I believe it always was a conjunction point, and one that has been made more potent by Hagen. Did he mean to call something down? Good God, what did he do? What monster would do this to his own child? I only pray that there's a hell for him to go to. He wasn't trying to bring something over. He was trying to cross over himself. The machine is the key to it. The heart must be silenced for it to be shut off. It has to be somewhere in the basement. I'll have to retrieve the amulet first. Has to be somewhere outside her window. Well, Looks like we have a couple of things to grab, and there's a cipher, it seems.
Give me an occult roll, please, Chris. D6 penalty.
Ooh.
I succeeded. Regular success.
The picture there that's like a circle with lines coming in it with a circle inside of it.
Yep.
It's actually, at first you think it's a summoning circle, but then you realize that it's a diagram for some sort of machine. Everything's in like a cipher, but you've actually seen that before. It was an old alchemical cipher. And what it says is, it's in English, actually. And it says, "With it I can pierce all, I shall live forever."
That would be why he was so desperate to die on the grounds.
Not to mention, it's laid out in a circle. I'm going to guess this is just a diagram of the actual stone circles that's surrounding the house.
Well, there's not as many points.
As I
Those
said
circles
previously,
make-
it's actually a diagram of a machine.
Okay, my bad.
And again, it is the basement. Ding Dong said that there were notes and stuff that were in the library,
Oh, and we never had you check out
and
the...
we never really scoured that. So I think the library maybe is the next stop.
He was talking about the Kingsport Library. You have all the pertinent information.
I'm sorry.
Just to stop. Just to
I got
not
you.
waste you guys' time.
Okay.
Okay.
So obviously we didn't find anything that looks like this on the grounds or here so far, right?
Right.
Yeah. I'm thinking basement time, and with new information, maybe we can try to find something new.
Well,
Bring this thing.
What do you say
away.
about
the powder.
the symbol down there?
Well, that's a symbol of the Chapel of Silent Contemplation.
Okay. It
Seems
was kind
that
of bas relief.
Oh,
It was out.
the device in the library, too. I never had you take a look at that.
Oh, the
to
brass
see-
thing?
Yeah.
All right. So let's head over to the library then, and we'll
Okay.
take a gander at that brass.
Give me an occult roll of DA difficulty.
Ugh. 15 would still be right. Hold on. Nope. Fail.
Tell you what, go ahead and re-roll it because you got the notes there at a D6 difficulty.
Fail.
Yeah. No, I
Got the
didn't.
same result.
Damn.
I'm bad at things.
Here's your fate mark.
My tech knowledge, is that only like electronics, modern technology, or is just
Worse.
anything that works I can get a
Yeah.
decent idea
Yeah,
about
you're a
it?
whiz kid.
Ridiculous.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look at it then too.
Okay. Go with. Just give me a technical science roll at a D6 penalty.
20.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Well, he said something about the heart, correct?
Yeah.
And if we recall, do I remember correctly that his wife or whatever was found without her heart?
Right. Give me actually. Go ahead and give me an occult roll at a D4 penalty.
Ooh. Not good
D4
at-
penalty.
D4.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I got it.
There we go.
Fail.
I thought you had a 14.
It's 13.
How do you have a 13?
I don't know, because not all of us can be you, homie.
You're not good at your job.
I just don't know anything about this occult. No.
Okay.
But I'm still thinking basement is holds all the keys and stuff.
Something's bound to happen if we head down there.
I'm thinking so. Just start smashing away on that blue. Especially after you told us that it got really bright.
Do you know what this Vorish sign is?
Isn't that?
No.
No.
That's the
Give me an occult roll, Chris.
Chapel
D4
of
penalty.
Silent.
What's that?
D4 penalty.
You'll make one eventually.
I did! Yay!
The Vorish sign, in conjunction with the powder of Ibn Ghazi,
These guys.
would allow you to see the unseen, supposedly, according to Eldrick.
Oh, so the Vor sign it's like
A magical gesture.
semantic thing we
Yes.
did. Gotcha. With this dust.
Yep.
Anybody come across a vial of dust?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Didn't say anything.
You did work at Antlers.
I have been seeing things though.
So you're heading down to the basement?
I think that's the way to be.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for using the camera, looking for the figure again. I have a sneaking suspicion it's the girl who went missing.
One of them.
The camera,
If it matters.
as you're holding the camera, you feel all of a sudden it gets warmer and warmer and warmer, and then melts into slag.
If it matters, I do have second sight and danger sense as perks.
Okay.
I'm losing all
They're
my
all going
toys.
nuts. Your spidey sensors are.
Kind of figured as much.
Yeah. Down in the basement, you can feel like just pulsing energy coming from the wall that has the sign.
Let's get over that sign and look super close and like touch it and
Give me a perception roll.
kick
Awareness.
it. What's that?
Give me a perception roll. It's under awareness.
Right, but any difficulty on it?
D4.
All of us, or just
Yes.
What do these ranks mean?
when you gain ranks, the number goes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good at this.
Awareness.
I made it.
I got an amazing.
Yeah, I have a regular.
Okay.
What's
Ken,
awareness
you see
under?
the eye lozenge in the middle of the triangle there? You see it actually depresses if you press it.
Okay. Hey guys, watch this.
Poke it in the eye.
Yeah, basically. Boop. As you do that, you hear like an old as rusted gears begin to grind and turn, and a section of the wall pivots. And there's like a weird violet glow pulsing. And actually,
good
Rick, you realize it's at the same rhythm as what the whippoorwills were making outside.
Yeah, guys, this is kind of important.
That looks really enticing.
There were some birds out there chanting. Same tone as this.
Bird
same
chance.
beat.
Sweet. Did you
Yeah.
record it?
The room's it's like a rough 20-foot room. I don't have a marker, so we'll just have to wing it.
We go inside.
On a pedestal inside is a sphere made out of bronze and some strange, weird metal you can't identify.
Rich mahogany.
There's almost like Tesla coils coming off of it, and it's pulsing. Boom, boom, boom. As you walk into the room, you hear from behind you, coming from the basement, a horrible, guttural roar. Flickering into view is it's hard to make out as it almost looks like an animate shadow. You can see that its hands are gigantic and elongated and end in horrible claws, and it's moving towards you.
Let's see how bullets affect this
Bang.
machinery.
Yeah. Magic bullet time,
Do I
my
know anything
friend.
about the machinery?
I'm gonna
Tech
shoot-
roll?
I'm gonna
Yes.
shoot the machinery.
Tech knowledge or tech science, whatever
First
you get.
thing to stop us remove the heart.
How about we do text knowledge?
Okay. D4 penalty. Well, no, because you're doing your tech, straight dice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So that's a good. So what is it? Ordinary, good, amazing.
Yeah.
Mine's
So you
good.
can tell from looking at it, you can feel as it pulses, your hair raises. It's letting out some sort of static discharge. The outer part of it is actually just a casing you're going to have to remove to get to the innards.
Hold the beast off. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and get greasy.
It appears that this thing is material at the moment.
Kinda it keeps flickering in and out.
Alright.
I will tell you now, just outside of game purposes, if you guys have guns, you can shoot it, but you're going to take horrible penalties. That's it.
To shoot it or
Yeah.
just to damage?
Well, to shoot, it's
To hit. Yeah.
I'm still gonna give it a shot.
Yeah. What else can I do?
I got super bullets.
Insult it.
Wisniewski, what you got going on?
Well, he's gonna try. I am interested in removing that casing as well. I
Okay,
believe I can
you'll be
assist.
doing an aid. Use tech science if you got it. If you don't, just default to intelligence. I think that's what's under
Or intelligence or knowledge.
intelligence.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, action checks.
Wow. And I burn out all my good rolls.
Good Christ.
Hey.
So close.
Woo!
Now I know why I use these. dice for this
Ordinary
game.
success.
Oh, amazing.
All right, going to the amazings. Who do we got?
I'm amazing.
All right, you guys go off at the same time if you want to.
Bang bang.
Okay.
Pop pop.
So you get a +2, so this will be straight dice.
I go bang.
I have a good.
All right. Do good damage.
That's just a D4.
What's it say on your sheet?
I don't know. Well, I have a pistol. A D4 plus 2.
Yes. Then you will do a D4 +2 in damage.
Well, if it's good, it's D4 to wound, right?
Yes.
Because you get good.
Right. 3.
Cool. Chris.
Okay. What is my difficulty?
You're trained in firearms, right?
I am training firearms. Yes.
You will do a D12 penalty.
D12. Holy crow. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's leaner on that thing on the flabba-da-doop. Crap. It's still a hit though.
Okay.
It's just not anything but.
All right. Go ahead and roll your.
So it's a D4 plus 1 wound. 3 wounds, if you please.
Okay. Any goods?
Me.
Do you guys want to go in the good too, or no?
I'll go in ordinary.
Okay.
I'll take another shot.
In good. Okay. What you're going to have to do is a complex skill check,
Yep.
which means you're going to have to roll 5 successes.
Okay.
Now, your attack, difficulty, you're specialized in repair.
Yes, I am.
That's what we're going to be doing.
Okay.
So it'll be, you will take a D4 penalty when it's all said and done.
Okay.
That's not bad at all.
Success.
Just a basic success, or?
Basic success.
Okay. Ken, you're taking a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jeez.
I rolled a 2.
Wow.
He did.
Then it's just a D4, but it's mortal wound.
He got those dice at a crossroad in the middle of nowhere.
So I don't add the plus 2?
You don't add the plus 2 on the when you're doing the
Oh,
mortal
all right,
wounds
yeah.
or whatever.
1.
You shoot the thing and it begins clutching its chest.
It has a chest?
Yeah, it's like vaguely shadowy humanoid.
Oh, okay.
Almost like that picture I gave you.
Candleman?
Yes.
The Candleman? That's not vaguely human. That's humanoid. That's not vaguely.
Candleman can.
He's only got half a leg.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Lucky.
I know. I was kidding.
And you said you wanted to go in the ordinary, Chris?
Yes.
Ordinaries.
I will take an ordinary shot at him.
Okay.
I will ordinarily shoot him.
Okay, do your damage.
Right? Nope. Crap. I missed. Sorry.
Oh, you missed. All right.
14.
Yep.
Eric.
All right. Ordinary assist. D4.
You do your intelligence.
Okay. Straight intelligence.
Sure.
Okay. I rolled a
Very
2.
nice. Very nice.
Instead of the 1-step penalty, the next one you will roll a d6 and subtract it from your roll because of his aid. Keith.
You give me.
I had
Good job.
marginal for my action check, so.
Oh, you got marginal?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
I rolled a 20.
Okay. Wazinski.
Looks
We'll
as
say
if
that's
it
a
has
complex action that take both your actions to do.
Yep.
I do that. Keith. Before you go off, this thing lunges at Waylon. Tired of getting shot? 3-step penalty, right?
Defensive martial arts. Yes.
Fend off that
All right.
foot and a half hand.
What's your strength modifier or strength resistance?
1.
That's better. Okay. Thing lunges at you and rakes its gigantic meat claws across your chest to the tune of 3 wounds.
Smells like meat.
What about medallion?
Roll a d6. Thank you.
And my armor?
No, you just rolled the d6.
That's already...
Yeah.
Okay. 5.
Then you take nothing.
Yeah.
As it swipes at you, there's like a shot.
Silly Smurf, the weapons cannot harm me.
And so you went the marginal. It's your go.
All right, I'll go ahead and take a shot at
Yep,
him.
same thing.
Nice.
That is an amazing success.
Okay.
D4 mortal.
Do the wounds.
Nice.
Or more.
Apparently, I wandered up to it and put my gun to its head.
Yeah, it
It
screams.
was
and
distracted.
flails. All right. New one. Action check.
Blow out that candle. Amazing.
Ordinary.
Yeah.
Good.
Marginal.
Amazing. Anyone going?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. See if you can give me even more of a bounce.
Assist. Come on, Schwartz. Yeah, not so much that time.
I'm sorry, Rick. I screwed you out of a roll. You should have went twice.
Oh, Dylan, wasn't it a complicated action? Which took both of them? That's what his was.
Oh, yeah. I apologize.
Colin.
So how'd you do?
Fail.
Okay.
Swoop in with the
No other
falcon.
Good.
Good.
You want to go in the good?
Complex action, right?
Oh, my apologies. Good.
Way to point that out to him.
Things swinging
I
at you.
helped.
Chuck your dice
I didn't say who I helped. I just helped.
right off in that dark corner over there.
It swings and misses. The last shot it took seems to have staggered it. Go ahead.
All right. This is when I'll probably miss. No. It's stretched straight down, right?
Yeah.
That's just a regular hit. Yeah.
Only. Okay.
'Cause that's a 9, right? Yeah.
Do your wounds.
4.
Okay.
But it's a regular one, so it's ordinary, so it's +1.
5.
Yep.
So 5 wounds, yeah.
Okay. Anyone else in the good want to go?
No.
Yeah.
Ordinary.
I'm ordinary.
Okay. It's gonna go again. Taking a swing at.
I mean, why not? Because nobody else does anything to it.
I'm the tank.
You are.
You see it reach back, rear back, and breathes out like a cloud of like some sort of viscous fluid at you.
That's much hard.
I'm already used to it. So
All right, Ken.
Get my dice that I dropped, Ken.
Take 6 wounds.
Defensive martial arts.
And
Do
medallion.
your armor, but roll a d4 instead.
Oh,
Medallion?
armor.
Yep.
And medallion.
4.
Okay, so you take 2.
Medallion?
That's what it was.
Oh, the D4 is the medallion, not the
Yes.
D6 set. Okay.
Yep.
2 wounds.
Okay, Chris.
I'm super scared. And it shows. I missed.
Put that medallion on your character sheet. You are not leaving without that.
Ken, did you want to take your?
Yeah, we'll pop another shot.
See, that one's actually
Okay.
doing fairly well. That D12 sucks.
I rolled above a 10.
That's just it's a hit.
Okay, go ahead and do your.
That's
yeah.
5. wounds.
Nice. Okay, Rick, you will.
Get my D6 negative.
Yep.
Yay. That would be a 6. That would be good.
Nice.
Okay. You will. That's. That kicks you up. You're gonna need 2 more rolls instead of 3 now.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Marginal. Chris.
I'll go in marginal too.
Okay.
Bang. Nope.
16.
17.
So now.
9
Oh,
and
you
8.
have a plus.
Okay.
Yes, I have to add
Top of it. Action check.
because I'm not good at shooting.
Action check. Ho! Not today.
Aha!
That's a nat 20.
Me too.
Woo! Yeah.
Amazing.
Don't
Yeah, amazing.
marginalize me.
During the amazing, you see the shadowy thing sees Rick's character popping open that thing, and it almost lets out a panicked roar. And it looks at Rick and lets out another viscous blob at you.
Hawks a loogie
What's
right
your-
at your melon.
It doesn't quite make it because Keith goes, no!
I was just going to ask if I could throw myself into it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay.
Shut up.
It misses.
It's under stress.
Anything else in amazing? Okay.
I'll take my shot at it. That will be a normal hit.
Okay, do your damage.
3.
Okay. Good. Anyone got a good?
Nope.
No.
It will take another shot at Rick.
Of course it will. Bring it.
No. There is nothing to be brought as it critically misses you. Any other good?
I'll go in the good.
All right, good.
I'm actually going to position myself in between Rick and it, so
Okay,
I can't keep
cool.
shooting at him.
That would be your movement. That's what
Yep,
you got. Okay.
that's it.
Ordinary?
I got an ordinary.
No.
Okay.
To shoot. That is a good. Goods are just straight.
Yeah, no, it'll tell you.
No, a good is a D4 plus 2.
Oh, okay.
For
So,
wound.
so 3.
Yeah, you didn't write down all the damage things. But
Gotcha.
Okay. How many shots you got left, Ken?
Taken 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be my 5th shot, I think.
Plus the one you.
That including the one.
Okay.
up
well,
This is the
it's been
third, so no,
it's
this will
been
be your
2
there. I
per
took
round.
1 up there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6.
Yep. Okay. Who else has not gone? Do you want Rick? Do you want
Me.
Go ahead. Do you want to wait for him to find out if you get the bonus?
I get one action. It's
Oh, yeah.
complex.
Oh, all right.
so
Never
I'm
mind.
not gonna
You
be
can't.
able to.
Go ahead.
Ah,
So
yeah,
you'll get
okay.
a D4 penalty.
Okay. Yay.
Goof.
Made it. Ordinary.
One more. Nice.
Wait, no, I didn't. That's not subtracting it. That's
Yeah,
adding
you
to
adding,
it.
yeah.
I failed miserably.
All right. Well, you don't get any farther. Okay.
All right. Hit my thumb with a hammer.
Marginal.
Hi.
Do another shot.
Sure.
I would also take another shot.
Okay.
Bloop. Nope. Oh no, I'm doing this. I'm supposed to be
that
smart,
is
but I
just
missed all my
one.
occult rolls too.
Oh, that's a good.
Suck.
All right.
For 4.
It's good you had to.
5.
The thing staggers back, clutching at the bullet, and you see it vanishes.
And reappears right next to me.
Actually, yes.
Gee, how did I see that coming?
The shadows coalesce back. You're gonna have a free round, but it's gonna pull itself back out of the shadows.
Okay.
So, Rick. Eric, do your roll to see if you help.
Oh, okay. This is this round?
Yes. It's a whole new round. You get a free round.
Oh.
Roll.
I actually do help.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. D6 is subtracted.
Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna go ahead over there and see if I can, because it's intelligence based, correct?
Yes, go
So
for
I'm
it.
better at intelligence stuff. So what have you been rolling, or what?
Did you get a good, Eric? Is that what?
No, just
Okay, so you'll subtract a
Ordinance.
D4 so far.
Okay.
Chris, roll.
Okay, so again, what is there?
Just make an intelligence roll.
straight.
Yes.
Yay!
That's good.
Good. Okay, so you will take a D8 and subtract it from your roll.
Yay! Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
1.
One.
That's amazing.
It pops off. Inside, you see our
Hearts. Beating hearts.
Yes.
I take
Shoot 'em.
I take the
Shouldn't.
flask and dump alcohol all over them, and
Hey, you had your actions this turn. Shut up.
Just looking at that, do I know anything about it other than it's being powered by beating hearts?
Yes, that's all.
That's all I know.
Yeah, it's gross.
Okay.
Ew.
Yeah, it's gross. You know this.
I'm gonna take my pencil.
You know it's 3-0. It's gross.
Yeah, you can actually. There's like the main heart. There's the heart in the center, and the other ones are feeding into it. If you just pull that out by the short hairs,
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's hairs on it.
wires.
Gross.
You pull it out, you see the shadow thing starts. You hear like a thunderclap that deafens you, but then all of a sudden, everything stops.
Nice. All right.
Sweet.
Why wasn't I helping over there the whole time? So dumb. I'm supposed to be,
You're a
I'm supposed
smarty
to be
dude,
intelligent. Well, like, I'm a diplomat. Is that my primary function?
I'm security, man. That's what
From upstairs, you can start to hear. After your hearing comes back, you hear hello, hello.
I'll run upstairs and check.
Down in the basement, bro.
Okay. You see from the pictures the two children and that Raina. They seem very confused and they're walking around. What?
The thieves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna arrest them.
No, we made. No, they're
No,
talking
the
kids
kids.
from 50, 60 years ago.
Oh.
We should probably. They're going to be so out of place. We may as well just mercy kill them now. So then they don't try to
pillow over
weirdness
their
into
face.
society. Yeah, it's weird. Security, take care of it.
Yep.
Only dreams now.
You go upstairs. You see that they're very confused, and lost. But you get them out, and the girl's like, "I'm sorry, Jake kind of browbeat me into doing it. I didn't want to come. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are or why you're here, but you have guns and you're covered in stuff." So she puts her hands up.
That's right.
been a wild night.
She was the one from a week ago, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the other ones are from the way back, right?
Yeah.
Show them a cell phone, and their minds will explode.
You send in an evac. The Hoffman Institute calls in. They get some medical staff out there. They're going to take the children and try to find foster homes for them and reintegrate them.
Good luck with that.
Wow. All right.
They've been stuck on the other side for 50 plus years. I'm sure they've seen some things.
She'll grow up, become
Does
a medical
Rena know
building
where
specialist and be
where
fine.
she's been?
Medical buildings.
You're given a personal
Welcome to the 21st century.
given a personal commendation from Director Michaels.
That's my second one. Thanks, buddy. I'll put it right next to my first one.
You
On the fridge.
So, and with that rounds out our spooktacular Halloween special.
Ah,
like to think-
freaked out.
I'd like to thank my players.
Getting round.
Me.
Eric Wisniewski.
Keith Allen.
Rick Dubridge.
I'd like to thank our sound producer for the excellent job he's did.
Long-suffering sound producer.
Long-suffering sound producer.
Yep.
Bob Hernandez, our producer Rob Mountney, the fine folks at Excelsior Games and Comics in Greenville, Michigan. And I, Brett Bomick, your GM, coming from Are You Wearing a Helmet? Find it and like us on Facebook. Follow us along. We post pictures and Chris hijacks it and gibbers. So it's a
What are you
good time.
talking about? I never did that yet.
And until next time. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Oh, oh.